Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Game 3 between the Wareham Gatemen and the Hyannis Harbor Hawks in this Western Division battle. We welcome you inside the booth here at McKeon Park between the Hyannis Harbor Hawks and the Wareham Gatemen. We welcome you inside. My name is Nico Sharp, alongside Jacob Byron, Matt Coates, and Josie Broyles will be joining us very shortly. Big Western Division battle between two top teams in this west side. So we have the Harbor Hawks and the Wareham Gatemen.
Yeah, should make for some great baseball here tonight. And the bats are going to come alive. If you want to see offense, this is the game for you. 1 through 9 on both sides will be hitting the ball. It was shown last night with Mason White, a 430-foot home run off the bat as Hyannis able to get the win over YD 8-7. It was a big game, but look for the bats. I think it's going to be an offensive game.
Yeah, it should be an offensive game. The bats were hot for both teams. Both put up a lot of runs in their respective games last night. Wareham playing Bourne last night, coming out with a tie.
Yeah.
And then the Hyannis Harbor Hawks barely getting the win over YD last night. Now, Wareham Gatemen has been a familiar foe so far this season for the Harbor Hawks. What have you seen in the first 2 games that you think that they might need to get the win today?
It has been 1 inning for both sides. That has been the difference maker here in this one. When they first met at Spillane Field, it was Wareham punching Hyannis in a little bit of the nose. Then when you go back over there 5 days later, it's Hyannis doing the punching as they win 12-5. And it was because of an early first inning where they were able to plate 4. So I really think whoever has that one big inning early enough that you can be in control will be the difference maker. It's the question of starting pitching tonight. Who's going to give up that first slip that's going to really have a little bit of a difference?
And it's going to be Blaine Wink for the Harbor Hawks, and it's going to be Braden Sloan for the TCU Horned Frogs. First 2 games at Spillane Field over there in Wareham. The next game, this is the first time we've played them at McKeon Park. What have you seen from the Harbor Hawks to be able to get it done here at home?
Here at home, they feel comfortable. They play good baseball. They find themselves ahead in counts, which is huge. They're aggressive on the base pass because they understand the dynamics of the field. It is ultimately that home field advantage that you want to have. And for Hyannis, they're 6-1 right inside this park. So I really do think it's just an aggressive mindset that they have because they have the familiarity with it.
And it's going to be such a good game. You have the Harbor Hawks playing well at home, but then the Wareham Gatemen right behind them on the road, 5-2. Should be a pretty great matchup. And what have you seen from the Gatemen that's kind of, that's something that the Harbor Hawks need to look out for?
Yeah, something to look out for is 1 through 9. Brendan Summerhill is going to be a hot bat for them, leading the way for them in most offensive categories. He's going to be a guy that you're going to want to look at in the lineup. Where is he positioned for him today? And he's going to have to be a bat that everyone's going to have circled in the Hyannis dugout to be wary of.
Yep, and he's going to find himself at the top of the lineup, and you got a chance to talk to Mitch Carricker before the game. So let's look at what Jacob Irons and Coach Mitch Carricker said before the game.
Standing by with skipper Mitch Carricker. Skip, big win yesterday over YD on the 4th of July. What did you see out of your team?
Yeah, I think some resiliency. We got down early and then fought our way back and had some really good at-bats, which was really encouraging to see. And pitching staff did a nice job of hanging on there at the end, and it's a fun win.
Yeah, fun win indeed. And what made it so fun was a 430-foot shot from Mason White. You go with Blaine Wink tonight as your starter. First start here for the summer. What do you need to see out of him to be successful?
Yeah, hopefully what he's been doing out of the bullpen. He's been super consistent. He's had a lot of success, and if he can keep doing that, I think he's got a good chance to be good tonight.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Sideline reporter Josie Broyles here with Reed Mooring, who pitched for the first time last night for the Hawks. Reed, what were you really trying to focus on when approaching that mound for the first time?
Honestly, I was just trying to make a good first impression coming here on Sunday, and it was first outing since. So I was just trying to do good and make sure we get the close and make sure they don't get any runners on and get the dub.
Yeah, and I know you just got here for the Cape. What do you think you learned at UCSB that you were really able to apply here on the field?
I think just having a lot of confidence. My coaches were really big on that, and definitely just try to just throw it in the strike zone with all my pitches and making them swing, because if you just make them swing, they might get some weak contact or just pop-ups like I did yesterday.
And I've got to ask you, I know California is super far. What's been the biggest adjustment moving here for the summer?
Definitely the time change. I'm 3 hours ahead here. Obviously the weather, but
Look to take the field, and it will be the Ohio State Buckeye on the mound for the Harbor Hawks this evening.
Yeah, it's Blaine Wink getting his first start of the summer. Typical relief pitcher. The last time he pitched, coincidentally, against the Wareham Gatemen, he was spectacular in that, going 4 innings, giving up 4 hits, did allow 2 runs to cross, walked 2, struck out 4. But it was really a performance that Mitch Carricker thought positioned him to be a starter for Hyannis. Going 4 innings in relief is just what you need to be a starter here in this league. It's just a little bit of a changing of your dynamic to be that starter. So for Mitch Carricker and the pitching staff and the coaching staff, they believe that Blaine Wink has it all and moves him into this starting role.
It's going to be back-to-back looks just like that. We saw Aaron Savary, a guy who came out of the pen mostly, got his first start last night against YD, and back-to-back it will be Blaine Wink getting the same look. 3 appearances. This will be his first start. And let's take a look at how this Wareham Gatemen will fend off against Blaine Wink.
Yeah, it's Brendan Summerhill, the batter I was talking about, leading things off in that designated hitter role. Then it's Bobby Bozer, the USF product that has been playing really good baseball as of late. Then it's Jace Reinhart in the cleanup spot. And then Johan Desero, the second baseman, down at that bottom. You want to keep an eye on him as well. Has some good pop in his bat. Jacob Gerald, the catcher, rounds it out. But really, it's the first 2 Wareham Gatemen in the lineup between Brendan Summerhill and Bobby Bozer. Bobby Bozer comes in 7th in the Cape Cod Baseball League with 6 extra base hits. Summerhill, 7th best batting average on Cape Cod right now. 1 and 2 are going to pack a punch. Blaine Wink's going to have to be tested early in this first start.
And it's going to be early and often from the Wareham Gatemen. Eli Putnam not in the lineup. This has been a Harbor Hawk killer the first 2 games, a guy who swung it really well in both games at Spillane Field.
Yeah, Eli Putnam had a 2-home-run day the first time these 2 teams met. It was one of those games for him that was really impressive. And then you follow that up with the next time for Eli Putnam, going 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run.
Lead off will be Brendan Summerhill for the Wareham Gatemen. Blaine Wink's first pitch is outside. Blaine Wink out of the pen, 9 1/3 innings pitched so far. Does have a 1-0 record. 8 strikeouts, just 4 walks. Second pitch to Summerhill's a pop-up over to the third baseman, John Gazdar, called off by Anthony Silva. And Silva will record the first pop out.
Yeah, good communication between Gazdar, Silva, along with White, who is in the mix there as well, understanding that want to be loud and be proud in those calling offs because of, especially in that gray area right there. So good job by Silva to be aggressive on the call off.
Next up will be Bobby Bozier, and we'll see how the Harbor Hawks fend off defensively.
It will be White, Groves, and Kepley. 3 mainstays right now in the outfield.
Second pitch to Bobby Bozier is lined out to the right center gap. Fielding it glove side will be Groves, throwing it in. And Bobby Bozier, hard line out, base hit.
Well, I tell you, Nico, Bobby Bozier is going to have to be someone you're going to have to be cautious of around the box and around the strike zone. He takes a pitch right over the plate that's able to be tossed right into the right center field gap, and now Wareham Gatemen get their first runner aboard.
Next up will be number 33, Sam White. Left-handed batter, first lefty for the Wareham Gatemen. First pitch to him, in on the hands for a strike. Bobby Bozier, a guy who's been swinging it well early, hitting just below 300, 286 so far this summer. Chopper goes foul. Blaine Wink quickly getting up ahead in the count, 0-2.
Yeah, and for Blaine Wink, when he's able to work ahead, that is huge, especially in these opening innings, to allow himself to get his feet under him and feel the confidence start to brew.
0-2 slide step, breaking ball, back foot. Can't get White to chase.
Yeah, stellar pitch right there from Wink, trying to go inside on the lefty, see if he could get White to swing and miss.
Ground ball hit to Eric Snow's glove side. No play at second base. He'll just throw it on over to Talo for out number 2.
Yeah, smart play by Eric Snow there. Understanding with the speed of Bozier and how the ball slowed up on the roll there a little bit and how far he was going to have to come off his line to play it. Understanding, go to the sure out over at first and put 2 away. And the Harbor Hawks 1 out away from ending this top of the first.
That'll bring up the junior Jace Reinhardt from USC Upstate. 0-3 yesterday against the Bourne Braves. Did work a walk and able to play it across. Slider from Blaine Wink misses away. Reinhardt, another guy who's been swinging it well, hitting 280 for the Gatemen. The runner in scoring position, Bobby Bozier at second base. Back-to-back breaking balls, flipped in for a strike. Beautiful day out, a little bit of clouds out in the sky here at McKeon Park. A little bit of rain early this morning. Another breaking ball just missing out and away. 82-mile-per-hour slider. Blaine Wink from Ohio State, the Buckeye, 6'3". Fastball gets up to 97 miles per hour. Also has a slider and changeup as his secondary pitches. 2-1, fastball missing away. Jace Reinhardt worked himself into a hitter's count.
Yeah, good pitches from Blaine Wink, but it's Jace Reinhardt staying disciplined in his approach right now.
3-1 breaking ball, breaks off a slider. Reinhardt caught off guard, comes up empty. 3 balls, 2 strikes here with 2 outs. Here early in the top of the first. Fouled off right behind the netting. For the Buckeyes this past spring, Wink, all bullpen appearances, had 21, 39 innings pitched, 38 strikeouts, just 9 walks. A guy who's very efficient, not allowing the free 90 to first base. Sinker in on the hands, 91 miles per hour. Once again, fouled back. Got a southpaw behind home plate umpire Brian DeBronwier. And then we have at third base, Jeffrey Merzel and Marvick Gomez over at first base, who was behind home plate last night. (3-2) from the Buckeye, fouled off once again.
And great resilience here from both Reinhardt as well as Wink. Staying aggressive in their approach to this 3-2, as well as being ahead and trying to guess what's coming.
Wink sets. And the 9th pitch of this at-bat is a breaking ball down in the zone. And that'll be a free pass after a good at-bat for Jace Reinhardt.
That's a well-earned walk from Jace Reinhardt. He fouled off a couple of pitches to keep himself in the box and allow himself to find his way over to first. But now, runners on first and second with 2 away for Colby Turner.
Colby Turner playing right field again today. 1 for 3 last night. Played across twice. Also earned a walk. First pitch to him is a breaking ball. Catches the bottom part of the zone. Wink up ahead in the count 0-1.
And for Wink, he's a pitcher that just is going to hammer the zone. And that's what he did his last appearance against the Wareham Gatemen. He just kept pounding the zone and allowed the defense behind him to make plays.
0-1 misses away. Two outs, 2 runners on. Blaine Wink looking to put up a 0 here in his first start for the Harbor Hawks. 1-1 slide step. Chopper back to him. Hits off the glove. Eric Snow bare hands over first base. Just in time. What a play by Eric Snow. Making the barehanded play. And that'll end the inning, and we'll send it to the bottom of the first. Still 0-0.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bork Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
After the web gem from Eric Snow, on the mound for the Gatemen will be Braden Sloan, junior TCU Horned Frog. So far, 11 innings thrown, 8 hits, 8 earned runs given up, 15 strikeouts, just 5 walks. 4 of those came in the first matchup against the Harbor Hawks. ERA of 6.55, and he will be going up against a very tough Harbor Hawks lineup.
Yeah, this is a tough Harbor Hawks lineup that really came alive last night, and one individual came alive with Mason White today in the 5-hole. Had a 3-run shot that really launched himself into the conversation of the hardest ball you'll ever see hit for a home run here at McKeon Park in a while at 103 off the bat. And he's going to have help in front of him with Kane Kepley and Alex Lodiz, 2 individuals that find themselves aboard quite often. A while John Gazdar slides down from that 2 spot where he was yesterday into the 3-hole. And Nick Groves in at 9. Yesterday was in at the 9 hole as well. Had himself a day. Went 3 for 3. Nick Groves looking to stay hot here in that 9th hole.
He's been able to find ways on and be able to produce to allow the top of the lineups to be able to drive him in. And it's been him and Kane Kepley who leads off this inning, being the 9-1 combo. Kane Kepley in 255, finding ways on just below 500 with a 466 on base percentage. That is exactly what you want from a leadoff. First pitch to him in at the hips, able to dive out of the way, 1-0.
Yeah, some acrobatic moves early. Hopefully Kane Kepley went and did all of his stretching pregame to allow him to get up and away.
Back into the zone, 88 miles per hour on the corner. And this is a familiar arm for the Wareham Gatemen. The Harbor Hawks saw him on June 23rd, their first time playing the Gatemen. Fastball right in, low and away for a strike. Had trouble finding the zone early in that game. In the first inning, he had 3 walks, 2 hit by pitches, and then a sac fly that brought in an RBI. Gave up 5 runs, 4 walks, only 1 hit given up, but 5 runs. 5 earned runs coming against him in that matchup.
Yeah, it's not always how you start, but how you finish. And for Sloan, found his legs later as he went on and was able to get himself in a good spot. And Wareham was able to pick up that win.
Kane Kepley fouls off one to the first base dugout. Kane Kepley, a guy who's been a great leadoff for the Harbor Hawks thus far, working deep counts and making their starting pitchers show their whole arsenal.
And that's what Kane Kepley does in the leadoff spot so well, is drawing out these lengthy at-bats. Now he's at a full count, and it's very rare that you at least don't see 2 pitches in a full count, especially early on. They might not get through their whole arsenal, but at least you're going to be able to see 2 of the pitches that Sloan's going to throw.
The 3-2. Tries a backdoor, a changeup right there. Lefty-lefty changeup, misses out and away, and Kane Kepley is on.
And Kane Kepley now picks up another big walk. It's now his 20th of the summer. He's leading the league, and now Alex Lodis, the designated hitter, whose last time he's picked up the lumber, had a moonshot at Red Wilson Field.
Alex Lodis out of Florida State, the Seminole, as that first pitch is in on at the feet for a ball. And for Brayden Sloan, give me a fastball, slider, changeup guy. We saw the 3-2 changeup right there. This is a pitch he loves to throw it. Pick off over to Kepley. Comes in standing, but he loves that changeup. That's his second most thrown pitch, and it was bases loaded versus Kansas in the Big 12 tournament. 3-2 elimination game, bases loaded, and he threw that changeup. So that's going to be his go-to pitch even in a big situation. First pitch to Lodis goes down the left field line, and it falls. Kane Kepley rounding second, going to third. And the play at third base comes in sliding in safely as Kane Kepley. And that'll be a stand-up double for Alex Lodis.
It's an aggressive call here from Mitch Carricker, but it's really Kane Kepley's speed that allows him to be this aggressive. It's down into the corner as White has to go chase for it, but it's a great job by Kane Kepley. No hesitation on his run. He understands as soon as he takes that turnaround second, he's got to be aggressive. He has to be clear in his decision, and he is just that, sliding in hard into third and staying on the near side of the bag with the throw coming from outfield.
John's first pitch is hit down the right field line, and it stands fair. Kane Kepley comes in easy, rounding first as John Gazdar played second. Safely, back-to-back doubles and 2 pitches for the Harbor Hawks, and they lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the first.
It's a nice handsy hit from John Gazdar that's able to sneak it down the line and in front of Turner. It is a beautifully placed hit. That's exactly where you want to go with 2 in scoring position in Lodis and Kepley. He's able to poke it down and far enough away from Turner, the right fielder, and now Hyannis is able to take control early.
And I got to work with John Gazdar before today's game. Going to have another sharp segment out for you guys very soon. Got to talk a little bit about hitting and his mental side. And he talked about working the other way and the mental side that how he approaches it when he comes to a game, when he gets to his office in the batting cage, and what his approach looks like. Next up will be the DBU Patriot, Michael DiTallo. 1-0, pitches up in the zone, now moves to 2-0.
And for Hyannis, this first inning attack is when they've been successful, especially when they're ahead, so that they can be aggressive in their base running calls and be aggressive in how they throw pitchers, and also lengthens out their bullpen a little bit when you're able to pitch from in front.
2-1 count here to DiTallo. John Gazda over at second base. Changeup pulls the string on DiTallo. Evens the count to 2-2.
Like you talked about, trying to settle in here is Sloan. So why not go back to the most trusted pitch? And it's that changeup that he's able to fool DiTallo on.
2-2 leg from Sloan. Pulls the string once more. Gets him swinging.
And that just shows you the confidence in that changeup to double back on a pitch. 1-2 in a consecutive AB here against Michael DiTallo, who is one of the most aggressive batters in the boxes, is very cognizant of pitch sequencing. So to be able to go back to it again is huge.
Another lefty-lefty matchup here, and it was the guy who showed a lot of power last night, number 9, Mason White, out of Arizona. First pitch to him is a breaking ball, misses away.
And through talking to Mitch Carricker, the manager for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, how could you not be happy and have a smile on your face for Mason White yesterday with how massive that hit was in a big moment?
And that's a hard pull straight behind him down first base line. And it's been the buzz since that home run, 430 feet. That is a MLB grown man home run with a wood bat here. Lefty changeup misses in.
And that's his approach. And what we've seen from him is taking huge, powerful swings. He's going to give you all power in his bat. He loads up. It's a lot of it is legs and how he steps into it. And so he's able to get so much power. And when he times a ball up perfectly like he did last night, there is no stopping him.
Absolute no doubter last night over the right field scoreboard. 2-2 here to Mason White. This will be Sloan's 20th pitch. Here with one out. Pick off over to first base. Floats one over there. John goes back in standing.
Yeah, Sloan wants to keep Gazdar close over to the second. Hyannis has been aggressive grabbing third. They have shown throughout the year that they're not afraid to go grab third if they can figure out your pitch mechanics.
Breaking ball. Snaps the back of Mason White. He goes down looking. And due up will be the second baseman, Eric Snow. Got the night off last night. Been a hot bat for these Harbor Hawks. 343 team leading. First pitch to him is a hard ground ball to Hyannis. Hyannis into the 6 hole. Long throw makes the play for out number 3. Harbor Hawks get 2 thanks to the 2 doubles. It's 2-0 going to the top of the second.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home.
Your Dean. It all starts here at Dean College.
The lights at McKeon Park stay bright all season long, thanks to the Knack Cape Cod. The Knack offers 2 locations, Hyannis and Orleans, both offering delicious burgers, tacos, sandwiches, and more. Visit the Knack Cape Cod to order online today. The Knack Cape Cod is proud to be the Light Up the Park sponsor of the Harbor Hawks all season long. Here back at McKeon Park here, top of the second, Nico Sharp alongside Jacob Irons. Harbor Hawks grab a quick 2 early lead thanks to the walk and then the 2 doubles from Lodis and John Gazdar.
Yeah, it's some timely hitting for Hyannis in big spots that allowed them to get ahead early. So it's huge for them right now, and to be ahead and be aggressive. That'll instills confidence in Blaine Wink, who comes out for his second inning.
The first pitch, Antonio Jimenez fouled off. Freshman out of Miami. 2 for 5 last night. Scored across as well in the 8-8 tie to Bourne last night for the Gatemen. Blaine Wink working out of the windup. 1-1, changeup, pulls the string on Jimenez, gets him swinging. Blaine Wink keeping his pitch count in the first inning under 20. Hard hit to Silva, glove side, on the knees, and gets up, throws. Makes the beautiful play for Anthony Silva. The Horned Frog makes it look easy over there at shortstop.
Almost too easy, some would say, Nico Sharp. Silva deep into the hole, shows off his arm speed, especially with the grounder that was 103 miles an hour off the bat. Has to make some quick adjustments and make the play quickly with how fast it's coming at him, and he answers the call.
First pitch to Nate Early. Big swing and a miss. 0-1. Chopper over to Talo. Talo's going to take it himself for the 3, unassisted. And that is 2 up, 2 down for Blaine Wink.
Wow, what a great job by DeTalo. Gets his shoulder square around the ground ball, takes it into the chest, and using his foot speed to run over to the bag in time.
Due up will be Johan Desiro. Had the night off for the Gatemen last night. Out of Quebec, Canada. You can hear it in the last name, Desiro. First pitch to him is fouled off. May have caught the foot of Jackson West, 0-1.
And here for Wink. Looking to try and be effective and efficient here in this half inning. Something that Tanner Cunha and Ray Korn, the 2 pitching coaches on this Hyannis Harbor Hawks team, loves to see. Keeps his arm fresh for a little bit longer.
29th pitch for Wink today. Another foul tip. Staying alive in the box is Desiro, the left-hander.
And for Wink, he has thrown 29 pitches. 20 of them have been strikes.
Another foul ball down the first base line. That's something that you talk to Mitch Carricker over and over again about pitching. He just says throw strikes. You know, I mean, we have a great defense behind you, and when you attack the hitters so far, it's only been successful for the Harbor Hawks. 0-2 fastball missing up and away. Wink still ahead in the count, 1-2. The 1-2 hard line drive right field. Kane Kepler will just go up and look for it. That ball is up in the trees. Johan Desiro, home run here and gets the Gatemen on the board.
That's a pitch low and down in the zone at 86 miles an hour. Desiro goes down to grab it and gives it a ride by the flagpole in right center field. And Kane Kepler can only watch as that one touches the trees and It's just a pitch. Really, Blaine Wink can't really do all that much about. It's a well-positioned pitch on the corner of the zone and away from Desereau, and Desereau goes out reaching for it and is able to launch it.
Gets his second home run of this Cape season. McKeon Park been a little bit of a jumping pad these past two games. 0-1's a breaking ball to Jacob Jarrow, who's behind home plate today.
There was 4 home runs yesterday in the game alone, 3 of them coming from Vahiva Aloy, a righty Red Sox slugger who put together maybe one of the greatest complete games of baseball I've ever seen in the Cape Cod Baseball League.
He did offensively, looks great over there at shortstop. In 2 games against us in that 2-game series, 4 home runs, 7 RBIs. Can't ask for much more from the Arkansas Razorback.
Vahiva Aloy has made himself a name for the MVP.
Breaking ball up to Groves in dead center field. Out and making a wonderful play to the wall. What a play. Nick Groves sacrificing his body to deep center field at 379. And that is another web jam for the Harbor Hawks. The Gatemen cut the lead in half, 2-1.
It's a great play from Nick Groves, who's able to get his body around on it and throw it in after a quick second of getting up. We come back with Hyannis picking up the bats.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
Welcome back here to McKeon Park, and it will be Eric Snow due up for the Harbor Hawks. But let's take another look at that play to end the inning.
It's a great play, and it's just really Nick Groves tracking it all the way to the wall, reaching out for it. Thought there was going to be a little bit more of a fence there, I thought, and leapt a little before it, and does a good job of sticking the landing and holding on to the ball there a little bit as well. And Nick Groves gets a little bit, gets his breath under him, and runs into the dugout. And what a big play to keep the Harbor Hawks in front.
Sacrificing your body right there, and that's what happens when you have big games here. So let's take a look at how the standings look in both divisions.
And for YD and Wareham, they're still in firm control right now of their divisions. It's a bit of an interesting case right now. Hyannis is trying to make that move up, and if they could get a win here today, that could be crucial.
Braden Sloan coming in for his second inning of work, and he'll face Jackson West.
Just as a heads up, Wareham has a tie.
First pitch to him down in the zone. Lefty-lefty matchup. Jackson West, the Florida State Seminole. 1-0 fastball down in the dirt. Quickly up ahead in the count. 2-0 is Jackson West. This is a guy who's come off hot for the Harbor Hawks. Few games under his belt, hitting .500. Fastball up and in, catching corner. Sloan still behind the count here, 2-1. Hitters count. Jackson West showing the ability to hit to all fields. Fastball too far in for the lefty. Jackson West been swinging it well so far. Showing the ability to hit from line to line. The 3-1 to West, big swing, comes up empty. Counts knotted up full.
And for West, staying aggressive in his plate approach. Takes a lot from his fellow Seminole and Cam Smith, who is here a year ago.
Change up. Jackson West, close play at first base, and it'll be an unassisted from Nate Early.
And Nate Early is able to come off the bag in smooth motion and is able to run back over there quickly.
And next up will be the TCU Horned Frog, Anthony Silva from San Antonio, Texas. Looks to be wearing another helmet. We've seen him wear a couple different players' helmets. Looks to be Wallace Clark wearing the Blue Devil helmet. First pitch to him, 84 miles per hour. Anthony Silva, been a guy they've been able to move around the infield. You see him at short, third, and second. Playing shortstop tonight. 80 miles per hour just on the corner. Quickly going down the count is Anthony Silva.
Yeah, Silva down the count, but he's an aggressive batter and works with 0-2 counts quite frequently and is able to get himself out of it.
0-2 changeup, misses down in the zone. And lefty-righty matchup, you're almost sure when ahead in the count, Sloan will go to it. Horned Frog versus Horned Frog matchup here. Braden Sloan out of TCU. Pitching to his TCU native backdoor slider. That's a 1 point for Braden Sloan in the Horned Frog matchup.
Yeah, a little bit of conversation there. And it looks like there'll be a pinch hitter here as Nick Groves was supposed to step into the box, but Hyannis reaching into their dugout here for the pinch hit.
Yeah, Nick Roach, who came up limp there a little bit, maybe just taking some precautionary measures. First pitch to the righty misses away. One 0 count here from Sloan. Foul, fastball fouled straight back. 1-1 here to Josh Tate. Changeup just missing low in the zone. Josh Tate in his first appearance here for the Harbor Hawks.
Yeah, the Georgia Southern utility man got activated this afternoon and finds himself in a spot for Hyannis.
Breaking ball in on the hands, fine bat. Very athletic play over there down the first base side. Making a play on the bleachers.
It's a fan that kept their balance right there. Leaned over trying to protect his kids, able to grab it with his hand and didn't fall on the fans in front of him. Impressive grab.
2 balls, 2 strikes, pulls the string once again. And that's another strikeout for Braden Sloan. Score remains 2-1, Harbor Hawks lead as we enter the third.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
Join the Hyannis Harbor Hawks players and coaches for movie night at McKeon Park on July 15th at 8 p.m. Bring blankets and chairs and take a seat in the McKeon Park outfield to watch a movie under the lights. Meet your favorite Harbor Hawks as you enjoy food and a good time. That's July 15th at 8 p.m. for movie night at McKeon Park.
Yeah, I'm going to be showing Sandlot. I'm going to say I saw some very cute promotional pictures taken today with a dog named Brady. Let me say, stay tuned to the Harbor Hawks social media, at Harbor Hawks on Twitter or X, Facebook, Instagram, and be on the lookout for it because Brady the dog, he's got some good friends in the Hyannis Harbor Hawks for that promo.
Yeah, definitely made some friends. Cute little dog. That's a good boy.
Oh, very good boy. That dog was very well behaved during the entire photo shoot. That took a little bit.
1-0 breaking ball. Catching a piece of home plate umpire Brian DeBrawweir. Up in the count is the leadoff man Brendan Summerhill as the lineup turns over for the Gatemen. Does not. Checks his swing. Summerhill quickly up in the count, 3-0. Fastball in the corner, 92. So far, Blaine Wink only having one walk given up back in the first. Hard hit ground ball towards Eric Snow's glove side. And there's out #1.
That is now the third 4-3 put out Eric Snow has recorded today. And he's so far had the magnet in his glove with Blaine Wink. A bit of a ground ball guy. He induces them from the batters, and Eric Snow reaping the benefit of it.
First pitch to Bobby Bozier. Strike one. Bobby Bozier 1 for 1 on the day. Had the base hit to right center field. 92 miles per hour just off the plate. One slider just missing away.
Man, Wink's just missing by a couple of inches off to the left-handed batter's box side right now.
2-1, staying away to the right-handed hitting Bobby Bozier. Fouled off, 2-2.
As a new arm starting to get through the motions for the Wareham Gatemen.
Another slider missing just off the plate from Blaine Wink. And to your point, Jacob Irons, Blaine Wink, 3 balls here, but not missing by much. Hard line drive down the line. It stays fair for Bobby Bozier, rounding first base. Kane Kepley ranging over. Good throw to second base, not in time. And that is a 2-for-2 day for Bobby Bozier.
It's a well-placed ball by Bobby Bozier down the line. It's everyone turning along with DeTalo and Kepley looking to see if it was going to stay on the right side of the chalk or whether it was going to cut in. And it cuts in and drops right on the chalk and kicks up some up right into the air. And with Bobby Bozier's speed, you're being aggressive. Evan Smites and his staff wants to be there in that situation, get them in scoring position and be in the tying run there.
Tying run and scoring position for the left-handed hitting Sam White. First pitch to him misses inside. Sam White, one of the few victims to ground out to Eric Snow thus far. Sam White plays in the Big 12, sophomore out of West Virginia. You can see the yellow gloves he has on. Foul ball straight back. Ryder Mike looking to make a play against the net, decides to sit down.
Thought he was going to make a play there for a quick sack. Then slowed down.
Yeah, he had the quick hands. He was ready. Just missed it off to the right. One and one count. And that's a hard line drive to left field. White ranging over, making the play over his shoulder for out number 2.
Great play by White. Hard hit ball off the bat of White, and it's Mason White, the Hyannis Harbor Hawk, doing a good job of not getting turned around, backpedaling much as he could, and getting his shoulders square, keep the ball in front of him, and stick his glove up to make the grab.
That's another guy where you can put him anywhere and he will make plays for you defensively. A guy we'll also see in the infield a good amount. First pitch, Jace Reinhardt up and away. And we've really preached that so far in this young season for the Harbor Hawks, the ability to move the infield around and the success that you can have from it when you put guys anywhere.
I think it also speaks to the versatility of the players they have on the roster that allows you to do that, because it's not always the case that you're able to move individuals around, but for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, they go grab elite players that are able to play any different position and have the team first mentality.
And it allows you to get more games in whenever you can move around. You see John Gazda over at third base today, Silva at short, and Snow at second. 1-1 fouled off. Blaine Wink now 1 strike away.
Blaine Wink doing a good job after allowing Bobby Bozers double a sneak in down the line, staying ahead and getting these outs.
1-2 count, 55th pitch of the day for Blaine Wink, misses high. Twos are hot here at McKeon Park. Here with center fielder Jace Reinhardt up at the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Slider, great take there from Reinhardt. Down, leaving that ball down in the zone.
And for Wink here, trying to work out of this and not issue his second walk.
Slider gets him swinging for out number 3. And that is another great inning for Wink. Now has 3 innings under his belt. And before we have the Harbor Hawks Lounge come up, let's send it over to our star reporter, Matt Coates.
Thanks, Nico. I'm standing with tonight's Mass State Lottery hero of the game, Officer Brian Morrison. Brian, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Guys, Brian served 26 years in the Navy, currently serving 32 years in the Barnstable Police Department. And Brian, the past 7 years as a community resource officer in Barnstable, correct?
Yes, sir.
What has been the most rewarding part of your service for the community so far?
Anytime I get to help out somebody in the community, especially the kids, it's just to be a positive influence for them. It's just an amazing feeling.
That's awesome. And I heard you've taken some trips to the schools too. What have those experiences been like for you to interact with the kids?
That's probably my primary mission, is to go into the schools, interact with the kids, just showing them that police officers are very friendly. You know, we're here to be helpful to them if they need somebody to talk to, or just to show them a big smiling face. You know, and it's just very rewarding going into the schools. And you go in and it's like they all cheer when you walk in. I mean, they've been seeing me for years, and every time I go in, they still cheer. They run up and hug you. You know, I end up with tater tots every once in a while in my pocket too. So.
Sure, you can't complain about a little bit of a free snack. Brian, thank you so much for joining us. And on behalf of myself and the entire Harbor Hawks organization, I want to thank you for your service in the Navy and then your service in the Barnstable community for so long. From what I've heard, you've been nothing but an amazing influence. So thank you so much on behalf of the Harbor Hawks.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me here tonight, and I appreciate it.
Brian, I hope you enjoy the rest of this game. And stay tuned in the middle of the 4th inning. We're going to honor you in front of everyone in attendance. Thank you so much, Brian.
Go Harbor Hawks.
Go Hawks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Matt Coates, but an even bigger thank you to Officer Brian Morrison doing such great work out there, and just seems like a very good and genuine guy.
So you talk about 26 years in the Navy, then he's still giving back to his community with 32 years in the Barnstable Police Department, and couple that with being the community resource officer for much of the Barnstable community. He is what the Mass State Lottery hero of the game is meant to be, and it's so amazing that we get to honor someone that is considered the mayor of Hyannis with how personable he is and how talkative he is and how much of an impact he makes on this community.
And just the mentality that he has behind it. He says, I do it for the kids. I love showing them a smiling face. And that is the guy who deserves to be the hero of the game. So thank you once again, Officer Brian Morrison. Leading off this inning for the Harbor Hawks will be Kane Kepley. Walked back in the first inning. And one of the 2 runs that played across was him on the double. Hard line drive down the line, just stays fair. Kane Kepley speed rounding first base. And that will be an easy stand-up double for the speedy Kane Kepley.
Kane Kepley's speed is on display once again. It's a very similar ball that you saw Bobby Bozer put down the line. Kane Kepley says, I'm going to copy you. It worked for you. Why not? It worked for me. Puts it right down there. And as soon as he rounds first, he watches the ball the entire time, yet still is moving in a constant straight line. He is so fast that he doesn't even need to be looking at where he's going with the speed he possesses. And now a runner in scoring position for Hyannis to try and grab one back.
And on the mound, it'll be a new southpaw for the Gatemen. Ethan Darden, the number 35, the sophomore out of Clemson. First pitch to Lodis is a strike. And this is a guy that they like to pair up, these lefties. He's done a great job for the Gatemen thus far. Through 65 in the 3rd innings for Clemson this past spring. Seems to be a workhorse out of the pen. First pitch, second pitch, backdoor slider misses away.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to see Darden pitch in his spring ball when he came to Notre Dame this past season, and it's exactly that. He's going to throw a lot of pitches for the team, and it's a great middle relief pitcher for them.
1-1 down in the dirt. Lodis had the first double of the game back in the first. And Ethan Darden, a guy who can do both, had 11 starts and then also came out of the pen 7 times. So this is a guy you can put in anywhere. You can have him start off the game, get a couple innings for you under your belt, or eat up the middle innings of a game. Change up, yes he did, says umpire Marvin Gomez. 2-2 count here to the Seminole. Here with no outs, leadoff double by Kane Kepley, standing over at second base. Getting a pretty sizable lead. Fast ball down at the feet, does not catch Lodis, and we'll have a full count, 3-2 here with no outs.
And for Lodis, doing a good job of fighting off pitches and getting it full, and it's been an explosive bat since coming to Cape Cod.
Kane Kepley starting, having a deep, and you can see him creeping forward there. 3-2. Change up the middle, and that's a base hit. Kane Kepley will go station to station, stay at third base. And a little collapse over first base. Eerily falls, and allowing Kane Kepley to advance. 2 great base running by the Harbor Hawks. Kane Kepley scores. Lodis advances from first to second.
And that's what makes the speed of Hyannis so pivotal for them. As soon as something starts to go ajar, Kane Kepley is going to make you pay, and it's a little bit of a slip for Early there. And as soon as Kane Kepley sees it, he wants to go home, and he's going to go in standing. Doesn't even need to slide with how much speed he has. A great decision from Kane Kepley's speed and aggressiveness for Hyannis to go grab one.
And that aggressiveness has paid off for them so far, and that seems to be their motto as the whole infield will join Ethan Darden on the mound. Harbor Hawks off to a great start here, 3-1. The Wareham Gatemen bats are alive and well. So look for the Harbor Hawks to try to keep adding insurance runs here early in the first third of the game.
And once again, we talk about the 1 and the 2 hole for Hyannis. So far today, between the two of them in King Kempley and Alex Lodiz, they are 3 for 3 with a walk.
First pitch to the Austin Peay Governor, John Gazdar, low and in for a strike.
They can't ask for too much more from your two leadoff men to get yourself aboard and allow the hitters behind you to allow themselves to cross the plate.
(0-1) to John Gazdar as a changeup, 83 miles per hour, low and in. The Harbor Hawks have lived by manufacturing runs. They have the ability to have the home run as well, but so far it's been manufacturing runs, base hits, stolen bases, sneaking in a double. And the 1-1 hits off the foot of John Gazdar, and that'll be a free base with now runners on first and second for the DBU Patriot DeTalo.
Yeah, Alex Lodiz trying to pick up the ball in the dirt and was in motion there, but hits off John Gazdar's leg, so he has to retreat back to second, but it's now runners on first and second for Hyannis. Once again, still looking for an out here in this home half of the third.
First and second here with no outs. Michael DeTalo struck out swinging back in the first. First pitch to him is a ball down in the zone. Kicks away from Gerald. Runner stay put. (1-0) to DeTalo. Breaking ball, catching the bottom part of the zone. Evens the count to 1-1. John Gazdar at first base. Alex Lodiz, who hit the base hit RBI, advancing on the throw. Fastball catches the outer part to Michael DeTalo. Ethan Darden attacking DeTalo here, 1-2 count.
Darden really being aggressive here on DeTalo. Saying he's got to try and find it out here.
Breaking ball from the southpaw. Darden gets DeTalo swinging and gets a big strikeout for the first out of the inning.
And good pitch down low and in the dirt that DeTalo can't hold off on. Now it brings up Mason White.
Mason White struck out looking on the lefty breaking ball from Braden Sloan in his first appearance in the first. First pitch fastball in on the hands. Leadoff two-man on for the Harbor Hawks in this third inning. Big swing, fouls it off from Mason White. And Darden seems to be settling in here, gets ahead 0-2. The 0-2 from Darden, breaking ball. Trying to get a chase pitch there from Mason White. Mason White takes it low, 1-2 count.
For Darden, want to be careful with Mason White, especially in his aggressive nature.
1-2 to Mason White, fastball misses away. Mason White able to work the count back to even 2-2.
Yeah, a strong 89-mile-an-hour pitch that was flirting with the zone. See if White would extend it. He stays disciplined.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The big swing left-hander. Breaking ball can't come back into the zone enough. All full back to 3-2.
Great fight here from Mason White in the batter's box, understanding trying to do too much, but find his pitch.
Full count, chopper over to Nate Early, and Early only played to first base and gets the 3 unassisted. Both runners will advance now. 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs.
Yeah, both Gazdar and Lodi's able to move on the fielder's choice. It's Mason White just getting behind on one, and it's a good job to fight it off down to the right side of the field to allow Hyannis to not lose a lead runner here and put 2 in scoring position.
2 outs here. Southpaw Ethan Darden on the mound. Eric Snow, first pitch swinging, hit to dead center field. Can it go? Will it go? Hits the very top of the fence. Hits the blue. Eric Snow, 2-run RBI double. Just comes up short of a 3-run home run.
Eric Snow sent that one 377 feet. He needed 378 feet. He falls 1 foot short. It is a monster shot that hits off the lining on the top of the fence. It doesn't fall back out of play, but rather into play. And it's the expression from Alex Lodi's right there on that replay. How does that stay in? Got a feel for Eric Snow. His host mom gets him an ice cream cake if he hits a home run. You don't think he wanted that one?
Extra gust of wind would have sent that one. You can see it from both John Gazdar and Lodi's face right there, in shock after they see the rubber up there in the fence. The blue rubber get a little shake. Eric Snow just coming up short there. Extends the lead to 5-1 Harbor Hawks. 1-0 Jackson West fouled off. Wow.
You feel for Eric Snow because this is now the second hit of the summer so far that has been right onto the fence that just couldn't get over.
And he hit it to the furthest part of the ballpark here at McKeon Park. 379 to dead center. 1-1's a slider missing away to Jackson West.
Snow had 2 home runs last summer for Hyannis. Once the floodgates open for the soon-to-be Auburn Tiger, I think they're just going to come in droves.
And he has the hot bat right now. Extends his batting average to 351 on the summer. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Lefty-lefty matchup. Fastball gets away from Gerald, the catcher. And advancing 90 feet closer will be Eric Snow.
And that big hit from Eric Snow occurring with 2 outs. Hyannis has been so good with runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Coming into today, they were batting .228 in that situation. That ranked second in the Cape Cod Baseball League. Have to imagine that's going to increase their average.
All full here at McKeon Park. 3-2, 2 outs. Lefty-lefty matchup. Fastball spiked in the dirt. And Jackson West will take the free 90. Another 3-2 count from the Harbor Hawks where they're able to find a way on. Being able to have full at-bats and making the pitching for the opposition. Throwing a lot of pitches. Next up will be the Horned Frog. Anthony Silva playing shortstop today. 0 for 1 on the day with the strikeout swinging. First pitch, a changeup down in the zone, 1-0.
That was now the 29th pitch for Darden, and he came in to start this bottom of the third. It has been a lengthy pitching endeavor for him.
Jackson West attempting to steal, sliding in safely. And that'll be Jackson West's first stolen base for the Harbor Hawks this summer.
And Jackson West able to get a good jump on it. It's a throw from Gerald that Pulls Desserel away from the bag. Now 2 in scoring position.
1-1 misses arm side by the lefty Darden. Anthony Silva working himself into a hitter's count, 2-1. Two runs in scoring position for the Harbor Hawks. 2-1, the slider just catching that inner part of the zone. Two balls, 2 strikes here. Eric Snow staying 90 feet away. Jackson West over at second base. Anthony Silva has that bat alive, fouling it over the right field wall.
Anthony Silva, once again, finds himself with 2 strikes, but aggressively approaching, fending off pitches, shortening up into a 2-strike approach to keep his at-bats lengthy.
And the 2-2. Anthony Silva, big swing, comes up empty, leaves 2 on. Eric Snow just coming a foot away from a home run.
Yeah, it was Eric Snow's 2 RBI double that hits off the top of the wall that brings in 2. He wanted that one badly. Eric Snow and Hyannis leading 5-1.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
Blaine Wink comes in for his 4th inning of work. It'll be Colby Turner, Antonio Jimenez, and Nate Early due up for the Gatemen.
Yeah, for Wareham, Blaine Wink comes out now for 4th inning of work. See what he does. It is Kate Crossland down in the Harbor Hawks bullpen, starting to get warm. Have to imagine with Mitch Carricker's approach, if Blaine Wink is able to get a quick 2 outs, they'll then bring in Cade for that final out on that 2-out pitching change they've done to ease in their new pitcher.
Leading off the top of the 4th, Wareham Gatemen look to answer as the Harbor Hawks have extended their lead to 5-1 with the crooked number of the 3 in the last half inning. Number 12, Colby Turner from Huntington Beach, California. Goes to San Diego State University. 6 foot tall. Hit .361 this past spring. 0-1 breaking ball misses down low. .30 RBIs this past spring, 7 doubles, 4 home runs. This guy who swung it well for San Diego this past spring.
And swinging it well right now for the Gatemen. Hitting .273 so far in the summer through his 33 at-bats.
2-1 pitch to him is skied up high in the air. Snow ranging back, called off by Kane Kepley. Kane Kepley making the call for out number 1.
Yeah, Kepley being aggressive. Snow was camped under it. But with Kepley, the outfielder, having a little bit of an angle on on it with his run in to watch it the entire time. He's going to be able to call off the infielder.
Blaine Wink now a 3 1/3 way through. 61 pitches, 1 strikeout, and only 1 earned run so far. First pitch breaking ball. Big swing from Antonio Hyannis. The 0-1 breaking ball. Fouled over to the dugout for the Harbor Hawks. A couple guys with their gloves in the dugout of the Harbor Hawks trying to make a play right there.
They're staying ready down the line.
In the 0-2, hard line drive over to right field. Kane Kepley ranging over the glove side, making the leap and making the out number 2.
Kane Kepley doing a good job reaching up for that. 92-mile-an-hour pitch that Menez was able to turn on, but Kepley showing a little bit of a hop, skip, and a jump there to go up and make the grab for the second out.
Yeah, that ball was fading from the right-handed bat of Jimenez and just took a little hop for precautionary measures. Can never be too safe. And next up will be the left-handed hitter, Nate Early. Seen a couple of plays over at first base from him. As Blaine Wink quickly up in the count, 0-2, going right after these Gatemen hitters.
He's been aggressive, and I think I touched upon at the beginning of this half inning. Mitch Carricker letting Blaine Wink stay out there here right now, and even with the 2 outs, he's ahead 0-2. Why not?
Yeah, first 2 outs, working quickly here for Blaine Wink. 0-2, fastball missing up and away. On deck hitter Johan Desiro, lefty, and with Cade Crossland in the bullpen. Could be where they pull the trigger, but didn't pull the trigger here with Blaine Wink getting those first 2 quick outs. Two down in the zone. Tries to break one off there, just missing down 3-2.
Now Wink was ahead there and fell behind with 3 straight balls.
All knotted up 3-2, and that is 4 straight balls from the Ohio State Buckeye, and that is a free pass for number 15, Nate Early.
And this will bring out Mitch Carricker here. Saw the walk against Early, was giving him that batter. You'd have to imagine this will do Wink's night, and really was great performance in his first start of the summer. Just left one that Johan Desiro was able to go down and get and send into the trees.
3 2/3 inning so far, and Mitch Carricker not making the motion over to Cade Crossland just yet, talking to his right-handed arm, and he'll leave him up there, letting the Ohio State Buckeye go in and try to finish this inning, which was his to start with.
Just when I think I figured out Mitch Carricker and how he wants to work his pitching rotation, he throws me all out of motion right there. But it shows you the confidence he has in the Ohio State Buckeye here to finish this half inning. He's got 2 outs to his name. He can really focus in right now on Desiro.
And a bunt staying up in the air and making the play over there with the glove. Looked to be Blake Cav over there making a play with his glove, staying ready. They don't have a Jacob Irons back here. He doesn't need a glove. Jacob Irons always ready to make a play and save the broadcast booth up here.
Thank goodness for the netting.
The 0-1, did he go? And home plate umpire's going to make the call himself and say that Desiro offered it. Blaine Wink up again here early, 0-2 count. Went up 0-2 to Nate Early early, and then 4 straight balls, maybe trying to be too cute around the corners. 0-2 fouled straight back. But to Nate Early, went right at him, 0-2. Then had 4 straight balls and worked a walk. And a very quick pick off by Blaine Wink. Just coming back in, standing was Nate Early.
A little bit of a rainbow throw over first. Allow himself to reset to the rubber.
The 0-2 fouled off right off the hands. Left-handed hitter Johan Desiro will do it again here, 0-2.
Blaine Wink has been aggressive in his pitch sequencing right now, going back to that fastball at 94 inside. He's trying to get that put away and end this inning of work.
And a breaking ball gets away from the catcher Jackson West. Great dirt ball read from Nate Early, able to advance in scoring position.
If you're Wink right now, don't have to worry about Early over on second. You're ahead in the count against Desiro, and with Mitch Carricker so close to the opening of the dugout, I have to imagine he's got one more, and this is his batter, and then if he isn't able to retire him, he will go to that bullpen.
Reaching the mid-70s with his pitch count here. That was his 76th pitch of his night. And this is a guy who's only come out of the bullpen for the Harbor Hawks. So this is the most pitches he's thrown in any of his outings. One-two count here, still to the Stetson man, Johan Desiro. Another pickoff, rainbow throw over to Anthony Silva, applies a tag. Safe call over there at second base. Just got back in standing. 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 2 outs. It's the left-hander here, Johan Desiro. The slide step, 77th pitch, slider, fouled off down the first base line.
Both Wink and Desiro are fighting right now for their respective causes. Wink just trying to get out of this half inning and close the book on his evening, you would have to imagine. Well, Desiro is trying to keep the Wareham Gatemen with the lumber in their hands.
The 8th pitch of this at-bat is a hard line drive. And making the play is Mason White over there in left field for out number 3. Score remains 5-1 here. Harbor Hawks lead as the Gatemen leave one stranded.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
And getting a well-deserved standing ovation is Officer Brian Morrison as he's being honored here at McKeon Park. Another good crowd here on 4th of July weekend. And he gets a well-deserved standing ovation at McKeon Park.
Yeah, he gets a very well-earned 26 years in the Navy, 32 years and counting in the Barnstable Police Department, being a community resource officer for their community. But fans are showing out. They give him the honor he deserves as our Mass State Lottery hero of the game here tonight. And part of it is why Hyannis is in their red jerseys with the camo lettering. It's part of Friday red jerseys across Cape Cod. If you're the home team, it goes to honor veterans as well as first responders and active military individuals within their communities, to pay honor to them and give them a thanks that they so deserve.
And there he is, getting well-deserved hugs and showing lots of love once again to the Barnstable community.
And getting all the love right there. Dan Johnson, our team president, giving him a final hug and gave him the honor he deserved during that half inning change. And now home plate umpire Brian DeBrower out with Gerald, Bozer, and Arden here.
And there's a new arm for the Gatemen is Jackson Lucas out of North Carolina, and he threw some warm-up pitches, and it's a quick conversation, and threw some warm-up throws there, and everything seems to be okay.
Yeah, it's Brian DeBrower, the home plate umpire, motioning up to the official score that it's not an official mound visit or disengagement in that situation since he was out there the entire time. I have to imagine it was just a little bit of a quick clinical conversation that needed to be had.
And leading off the bottom of the fourth will be Josh Tate for the Harbor Hawks, get his second at-bat of the summer.
Yeah, got thrusted into it with Nick Groves after the incredible play he made in center field. After that, he hasn't stepped back into the game because it was his
and Josh Tate, breaking ball, reaches a hit into the 6 hole. Jimenez across the diamond, not in time. And Josh Tate beats out the infield single for his first hit as a Harbor Hawk.
I don't always have to do all that much to get a hit. It's just a well-placed hit that's between Bozer and Jimenez, deep into the hole, and hard grounder into the dirt that he can't really ask too much for, and it's well-placed, and he's aboard to lead things off.
And that'll bring up the top of this Harbor Hawks order, Kane Kepley, 1 for 2 on the day, had the double, came around to score back in the third, and way back in the first, worked a walk and found a way to score. It's the guy who's been active so far in this early stage of the game. 1-0 to him, big swing. Rounding to first base, Nate Early running out of room. 1-1 count, and Jackson Lucas out of North Carolina stayed home for college, goes to NC State. 6'3", 194. And this will be his second appearance for the Gatemen. Has 1 1/3 inning under his belt. Kane Kepley, another hard line drive down the right field line. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 run given up. But it was unearned for Jackson Lucas, having ERA of all 0s. He'll come in for his second appearance, both out of the bullpen. 1-2, runner goes. And the chopper just going foul. And retreating back will be Josh Tate.
Arvic Gomez, the first base umpire, making his declaration clear there. And good job, especially with Tate in motion there. We want to make sure that everybody's understanding of where the ball landed.
Yeah, Nate Early tried to catch and bring his glove over towards the line to try to give a fair call there for the free out. Kane Kepley using his hands, going deep to right field, and making the play against the wall will be Turner. Kane Kepley, another great swing, just comes up short there for out number 1.
That's a good swing from Kane Kepley. Gets under it a little bit. Gave it a ride all the way to the warning track, but didn't have that little extra distance it needed to get out of McKeon Park. Turner was right there to make the grab.
And Kane Kepley just using his hands there, but showed a little power. Breaking ball away in the zone and just used his hands out front, throwing the barrel out on it. Hit it pretty deep over there to right field. Next up will be the Florida State Seminole, Alex Lodis. Another guy who you can stick in that infield. Josh Tate goes, high fly ball. Looking to go foul. Third baseman Bobby Bozier rounding to it, running out of room. Josh Tate seems to want to get his first stolen base there. Second attempt, 2 foul balls. But Alex Lodi is just another guy you can stick into this infield and has looked pretty good so far for the Harbor Hawks.
Lodis comes in and adds his list to that lengthy infield roster that Hyannis is working on right now. But you have to imagine the coming days that a couple of those names will fall off as they prepare for the draft. One being John Gazar, who stands on deck. That's hoping to hear his name called, and very rightfully should hear his name called in the draft with what he did last summer here. Add on to that what he did in the spring and what he's done so far this summer as well in the nation's best summer ball league.
1-2, Josh Tate goes again, breaking ball. Play at second base, comes in safely, and on his first attempt, Josh Tate gets a stolen bag.
Just keep trying, and Josh Tate finally, after 2 foul balls they had to get sent back on, gets the stolen bag he was looking for, and now it's a great slide on the outside part of the bag, avoiding the tag from Jimenez.
And that's a great throw from Jacob Jarrell behind home plate, but Josh Tate got a great jump, just beating the throw. Breaking ball in the dirt. Lodis able to leave it down low. Counts 3-2. Josh Tate had a good jump, and whenever you look at Jackson Lucas, he has a very high leg kick. And as a right-hander, that allows a lot of runners to be able to get good jumps. And the 3-2, 81-mile-per-hour changeup missing down in the zone. And Alex Lodis finds his way on for the 3rd time of the day.
Alex Lodis, since coming to Hyannis, has continued what he had with Link Jarrett and the Florida State Seminoles. Consistent at-bats that provide sparks to lineups, and he does that and understands he doesn't need to get a hit there, but finds himself aboard, staying disciplined and waiting for his pitch.
Next up will be John Gazdar. First pitch, dirt ball read. Josh Tate played at third base. Another great throw from Jacob Jarrell. Josh Tate able to show a little speed there, making it safely. Now both runners standing in scoring position.
It was a little bit of a hezzy from Alex Lodis along with Josh Tate. It's a little bit of a dirt ball read there. They both go in motion, but it's a high throw from Jarrell over to Bozer that allows Tate to go in sliding underneath the tag to be able to get 2 in scoring position.
1-0 breaking ball misses glove side to John Gazdar.
All 6 movement there on the 74-mile-an-hour pitch just away.
Infield will come in, toes on the grass here with 1 out. Big swing from John Gazdar, comes up empty. 2-1 the count, and again, got to film with him earlier today, another sharp sign coming out, and he talked about getting ahead in the count, the importance of it, and he says as a 2-1 is down the dirt for 3-1, if you're able to get ahead in the count, that's how you're going to dictate how that at-bat's going to go. And if you get ahead in the count and you get your A swing off and you work into a hitter's count versus allowing the pitcher to get ahead, and he said a lot of those ending up in strikeouts, but if you were able to get in hitters' counts, able to work a walk or getting your best swings off, and that's how you shoot the ball in the gaps.
And for him right there, he's able to get ahead and gets rewarded for staying patient. Something that so many coaches talk about is stay patient, that you will be able to get rewarded if you understand the zone.
And that'll prompt a meeting with Coach Luxus. Bullpen empty for the Gatemen. This will be Jackson Lucas's inning. And it'll be the right-hander Michael DeTalo up the plate, 0 for 2 on the day. Back-to-back swing strikeouts. Looks to put his stamp on the game with bases loaded.
Yeah, I have to imagine Eric Luxus is just giving him a little bit of a pep talk, especially with bases loaded. 1 away. Understand. Double play ball is still very much in play here for the Gatemen. Right now, Lucas just got to find the zone, pitch to the zone. All the defense behind you to work out of it.
And we'll see how the Gatemen position themselves. Nate Early at first base will be toes on the grass, right inside the cutout over there at first base. Look at Bobby Bozier at third base. He's playing even with the bag, and Hyannis and Desiro up the middle. Playing double play depth. Great diving play by Bobby Bozier. Safe is the call, and the speed of Alex Lodis to beat it out, and that's an RBI single for the Harbor Hawks, and they allow leads 6-1.
And the Wareham contingent that traveled, not fans of that call there. It is a bang-bang play right there at third, as you saw on the replay. Jeffrey Merzel, third base umpire, going over to talk to manager Smythe of Wareham.
And that's a bang-bang play that they wanted. Bobby Bozier making a great stop down the line. If that ball gets down the line, that's at least 2 runs, and John Gazder, who's staying at first base, having good speed, could easily round it and score himself. So possibly saving a 3 RBI double was Bobby Bozier.
Bozier doesn't get rewarded for the out, but like you talked about, Nico, helping his team not allow the game in front of them get handedly away.
And next up will be Mason White. Takes a breaking ball for a strike. He'll see his first righty thus far. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to the first baseman Early unassisted and struck out looking in his first appearance. And let's take another look here at the play at third base, as there was a couple questions of it. It was a bang-bang. Slowed down here. Lodi sliding in, and that is close. And that is too close to call, and that was one that could have gone either way, and there's not really any fault in the umpire going either way.
No, it's one of those bang-bang plays. What do your eyes have there? And no instant replay on the Cape. It is all off the eyes of the umpires there, and it's, like you said, one of those plays, whatever is the call on the field would stand, I think, even if you had instant replay with how close it was looking on that replay.
3-1 is in on the hands to Mason White. That will be a free pass that'll bring in a run, and the speedy Alex Lodis will touch home.
Now Eric Snow had that big double last time up in the third.
First pitch to him is that true 12-6 breaking ball, missing glove side from the righty.
Still looking for his first home run of the summer.
Hard ground ball up the middle. Hyannis makes the play, flipping on over to Desiro, throwing over to Nate Early, and that is a big-time double play to hold the Harbor Hawks. But the Harbor Hawks still able to scratch across 2 runs here with bases loaded. Leave a couple stranded. Score 7-1, Harbor Hawks lead.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time. Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Hey, Harbor Hawks fans, do you know anybody that lives on Cape Cod or is in the area and looking to host for a Hawk? Well, email us at harborhawks@gmail.com to host a Hawk. It's one of those lifetime experiences that is so rewarding.
It's a time where you get to bring in families, and it brings everyone closer together. And every time you talk to these Cape Cod players, they talk about their host families, and that's memories that you'll have forever.
And one of those cool experiences that you're able to provide. Get to meet some people, like we talked to Blake Cavill yesterday for his 4th of July. Got to go out on a charter boat with his host family.
And on the mound for the Harbor Hawks now will be the southpaw. First went to Weatherford College Coyotes, now on his way to the Oklahoma Sooners. Been number 15, Cade Crossland. Fastball, changeup, curveball guy. This will be his 5th appearance for the Harbor Hawks. Did have that 1 spot start in that rain dilemma. 5 in the 3rd innings pitched, giving up 4 runs thus far. 6 strikeouts to 4 walks. And this is a guy who has come out and has been very good for the Harbor Hawks.
Yeah, he has answered the call when they have motioned for his number into the bullpen, and looking to try and continue on 4 great innings from Blaine Wink.
First pitch from the southpaw is a strike down in the zone. Catcher Jacob Jarrell will lead off here in the top of the 5th. Back-to-back strikes. Cade Crossland quickly up ahead, 0-2. Blaine Wink. Blaine Wink's final line looks like this. 4 innings pitched for Hyannis. 3 hits, 1 run given up, 1 strikeout, 2 walks. And after that game, now has a 2.7 ERA as Cade Crossland pulls the string and gets his first strikeout in his first batter face.
Great pitch from Cade Crossland. Worked Jarrell ahead and is able to get that strikeout pitch and get some confidence on the bump.
Lineup's going to flip over, and it'll be the left-handed hitter Brendan Summerhill due up, showing bunt, leaving that 85-mile-per-hour pitch down in the zone. Brendan Summerhill 0 for 2 on the day, flied out to the shortstop. Silva and then grounded out to Eric Snow. Lefty-lefty matchup, foul tip off the mask of Jackson West.
Yeah, and nice courtesy there, and Brian DeBroer, the home plate umpire, giving Jackson West a moment to recompose himself behind home plate.
1-1 here to the lefty-lefty matchup. 7-1 Hyannis lead. Fastball out and away. Mason White trailing towards the bullpen of the Harbor Hawks, and the ball will just fall in front of him. Long foul ball here. Count remains 1-2.
And just a long ball that just couldn't get over to Mason White's glove. He used all of his speed, but with the expansive foul territory here at McKeon Park down both the left field and right field lines, takes a lot for an outfielder to get over there to grab it.
Cade Cross on the 1-2 down in the zone.
I think your foot is on the cord here. Thank you so much.
The 2-2. Fouled straight back, and we'll do it again here between Brendan Summerhill and Cade Crossland.
Cade Crossland doing a good job staying ahead and hammering the zone.
Fastball 91 miles per hour just misses away. And Cade Crossland's a guy who's going to flirt with the mid-90s. Has a low 90s arm, but coming from the side, he is able to get it up to about 94 miles per hour. That's a fastball sent straight back where it came from, back up the middle. And Brendan Summerhill finds his first hit of the afternoon.
So whatever every hitting coach loves to see. It's a ball sent right back up the middle. It's base hit no matter what, splitting between Silva and Snow, and short enough to stay out of the reach of Groves. And Summerhill's able to get aboard, and one of those hot bats, Bobby Bozier, now to follow him with a runner aboard.
Bobby Bozier singled in the first, doubled in the third. 2 for 2 on the day here early in the game. First pitch to him is a sinker down in the zone. Catches the bottom of the zone. Change up from Cade Crossland. Catching Bobby Bozier out front, quickly up ahead 0-2.
Cade Crossland doing a good job working around into the corners of the zone and seeing where each batter is willing to extend out on.
And the 0-2 from the Sooner misses inside. Maybe trying to go back foot slider there. Couldn't get the chase. 1-2 the count. The Oklahoma Sooner southpaw with Brendan Summerhill over at first base. The 1-2 delivery. Foul ball working down the right field line. Kane Kepley ranging under it. Making a run towards his glove side, but able to make the play for out number 2.
Yeah, lost it there for a quick sec. Made an aggressive first move over to his glove side to the right field foul line, and then got above the lights for a quick sec, and once he recomposed himself and figured out where the ball was, had to go darting off to his throwing shoulder, and is able just to extend out the glove just far enough.
The night sky looks pretty gray up there, and it's not too unfamiliar when that sky is this color to lose it up there, especially with these lights.
And if it goes above it, too, as well.
Nice get me over slider from Cade Cross in there. The first pitch to the left-hander, Sam White. Sam White 0 for 2 on the day thus far. A 0-1 fastball just missing away to the Mountaineer. One here with 2 outs. Slider, delayed steal from Brendan Summerhill, and just able to beat the throw from Jackson West. And the delayed steal done perfectly, and he's able to advance into scoring position.
A good jump by Brendan Summerhill on the run. As soon as the pitch got delivered, Jackson West realizes he's in motion. But what a snap tag over there attempted by Silva. Thought he got there in time, but it's Summerhill getting under it. Doing a good job to place himself in scoring position to try and cut into this Harbor Hawks lead of 6.
And that is Summerhill's 8th stolen bag. So far for them, he's a team leader. 8 stolen bases, and right behind him for the Wareham Gatemen is Eli Putnam with 3. A 3-1 fastball hit to dead center. It'll be Tate and White ranging to it, and Tate able to make the play deep left center for out number 3. Harbor Hawks still lead 7-1, and before we send it to the bottom half of this 5th inning, we'll send it over to our silent reporter, Josie Broyles.
Thanks, guys. UC Santa Barbara's Reed Mooring pitched for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks for the first time last night, and he was definitely pleased with his performance on the mound. But after talking to him for a little bit, I found out that he didn't commit to UC Santa Barbara until he was just a sophomore in high school. This decision made him a little bit nervous because that's quite a young age to commit, and it was one of his only offers at the time. He was hesitant about the decision with it being so close to home, but it only took a campus visit to realize that that was the school for him. And he was quite pleased with the fact that the school is literally on the beach. Reed will be a junior at UC Santa Barbara in the fall and is definitely excited to play for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks this season.
Thank you, Josie. And Reed Mooring, had a great showing. Came in a high leverage situation. You come in facing the best team in the East and one-run ball game. You come in and shut down the door in the 8th and 9th.
Yeah, and talking to Mitch Carricker before the game, he wasn't confident in what they were going to get out of Mooring. It was a big spot for him, but was so delighted that he was able to respond in such a big moment for Hyannis against Whitey in that 4th of July Classic we saw last night. One of those games that's going to be circled on the schedule for Hyannis throughout the summer as one of those big marquee wins that they were able to pick up.
And leading off this bottom of the 5th will be Jackson West. The left-handed catcher from Florida State. First pitch to him is a fastball up in the zone. Walked and got a stolen base in his last plate appearance back in the 3rd. Fastball high and tight. Even the count to 1-1. That's a ground ball over to Johan Desiro. Desiro ranging over for out number 1.
Yeah, West just out in front of that pitch. It's a good job to get a barrel on it and just pokes it to Desiro, who makes the routine play.
Next up will be the shortstop, Anthony Silva. Still looking to get his name on the hit parade so far for the Harbor Hawks. 7 runs on 6 hits. First pitch is that nasty breaking ball for strike 1.
So we're trying to get going here. Like 2 strikeouts. Been fending off pitches well. Haven't been able to find one for a hit so far today.
1-1 down in the zone to the Horned Frog. Jackson Lucas working out of the windup. Another breaking ball getting to the bottom of the zone. Back into the count is Jackson Lucas here, even at 2-2. Another breaking ball staying up in the zone. Big swing from Anthony Silva, but he goes down swinging for out number 2.
That's great movement from Lucas. Starts high and drops right into the zone for a nasty breaking ball.
Yeah, you just saw that first pitch to Anthony Silva. That's a true 12-6er. That's that get me over. And with that true 12-6, it just froze Anthony Silva. And he showed it late in the count there as well. But he's able to throw it for a strike. He's a guy who's been able to mix it up nicely. And that was well executed. That's a great at-bat that Jackson Lucas will want to use for the rest of the game. And he wants to do exactly what he just did to Anthony Silva and use it in his middle part of the game.
Yeah, and Mitch Carricker calling over Josh Tate for a hitter conference there and trying to figure out how they want to attack Lucas right now.
And there's that breaking ball right there. And maybe just something that Mitch Carricker saw in Jackson Lucas. Maybe it could be something that he's seeing. Okay, hey, maybe he's tipping his pitches a little bit. Maybe he's got this, maybe he's got that, or here's what we expected. You know, it's a guy who wasn't in the lineup, so maybe didn't go over the full scouting report with Josh Tate. So maybe just catching him up as he's worked himself here, took that hard-breaking curveball early and worked himself into a 2-1 hitter's count. 2-1 here with 2 outs. Fouled off. 2s are hot here in McKeon Park.
For Josh Tate, so far has done a good job being thrown into this game where necessarily wasn't expecting to be involved in it. It was Nick Groves on the collision to the fence early in the first inning that made Mitch Carricker reach into the bench and call on Josh Tate, who got activated today for the Harbor Hawks.
2-2 to him, misses out and away.
And was able to come in right now is 1 for 2. So he stands in the batter box right now, getting his first hit for the Harbor Hawks already in his first game.
Even got a stolen base in there after the single. Ground ball up the middle, trying to make the spinning play was Jackson Lucas, and Josh Tate absolutely flying down the line and gets another infield single.
Josh Tate sends one right back where it came from and goes off the glove of Lucas. And as soon as he sees it, he deflects off. He hits the thrusters down the line to try and beat it out, which he does. Now a runner aboard with 2 outs.
Jackson Lucas almost making the 360 glove play, but just tipping off the glove, allowing Josh Tate to reach. First pitch to the leadoff, Kane Kepley. 1 for 2 on the day with a walk. Had a double back in the third. Had that deep fly out in his last plate appearance. And Josh Tate goes again on the breaking ball. And they're gonna send Kane Kepley over to first base.
So my understanding would have to be catcher's interference here, that Gerald came up and made contact with Kepley.
And we can take a look here and see if you guys see anything at home. Pitch to Kane Kepley. Change up on the hands. Couldn't see much there from the camera view. But they will give Kane Kepley first base. And Josh Tate will advance to second base, now in scoring position. But anytime Josh Tate gets on, look out. This is a guy who's wanting to get stolen base and put pressure on the defense. And the official ruling, just getting it in my earpiece, Kane Kepley hit by the pitch. They're going to say it grazed off the jersey. And you saw the replay there. It looked pretty close, but it's another bang-bang play. But it's another one that goes the Harbor Hawks' way. 2 runners on for Alex Lodis. Quickly behind the count, 0-2.
Getting word from our spotty eyes on our broadcast. It nicked his arm guard off the review they saw. And it was enough there for the hit by pitch.
Yeah, it must have been the sound that Brian DeBauer heard behind home plate. First and second here, 0-2, 2 outs. Fastball missing up in the zone. Lodis finding a way on every single plate appearance. 2 for 2 with a double, single, and a walk. Scoring all 3 times here in the 7-1. And that is a great pitch from Jackson Lucas. Sends him down swinging. Harbor Hawks leave a couple stranded here. Still leads 7-1 as we enter the top of the 6th.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
And on the mound for the Harbor Hawks, for his first appearance of the summer, will be number 36, Josh Ock. Out of Southern Miss, freshman, through 16 innings this past spring, 11 appearances, all coming out of the bullpen. 2.81 ERA and keeping that opponent's batting average to 154. So this is a guy they've been really excited about for the Harbor Hawks this summer.
Yeah, a little bit of a late revival for him, and part of how you strategically manage your roster, allowing different guys to come and go throughout the summer. And for Ock, he steps in here, try and get an inning of work and get going for his summer with Hyannis.
He comes in with a 7-1 lead here as we enter the top of the sixth. Able to hold the Wareham Gatemen here to only 1 run off 4 hits. And it'll be Jace Reinhardt, Colby Turner, and Antonio Jimenez due up this half inning for the Gatemen. Jace Reinhardt, number 20. Comes in facing his first time facing Ock this summer. Reinhardt, the junior from USC Upstate. Big swing there, comes up empty. 1-1 count here. One up in the zone, and as a Harbor Hawk seems to be flying over McKeon Park.
Yeah, it's actually an osprey where they get their name, the part of species of bird that spend the winters down south and make their way up to Cape Cod in New England for the summer months and the warm months. And it's actually the same nest that they were born in. They'll come back to the same location and find their own little nest, and they'll do that for their lifespan going back up and down the coast.
Hard line drive over Tate. Tate ranging back and making the play for a hard line out for out number 2.
Yeah, hard hit there. But Tate backtracking it all the way to the warning track. See what he's able to do. And part of how Hyannis got their names changing over from the Hyannis Mets back in the teens is a nice little osprey nest has formed on the top of one of the light posts. So Hawk is always here. But at the start of this summer, there's double Hawk's nests here on the lights at McKeon Park. Ray Korn saying it's a good aura here.
And I don't know why you keep saying osprey now. I'm pretty sure it's just a Harbor Hawk, but
no,
from the name. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm no animal expert, but we are the Harbor Hawk, so an osprey nest just wouldn't make sense here at McKeon Park. But you know, we'll just agree to disagree, I guess. There, Jacob Irons. And the 0-2 hit over the press box and right over our heads. And we'll do it again here at 0-2. I mean, I guess all of a sudden Jacob Irons is an osprey expert. Thank you to our T-boss, Abby Stokes, for commenting in as, yeah, osprey. I mean, do you have a heart for the osprey, or what's that look like?
Yeah, me and my family took a kayak tour around the marshes of Hyannis and Yarmouth and learned a lot about the osprey and how they are so deeply connected to Cape Cod and Middle Cape.
One ball, 2 strikes here to Colby Turner. Fastball catching the outer corner. And there's Ock's first strikeout of his summer. Do you guys have animal classes at Notre Dame? I know you're the Notre Dame I know you're the Notre Dame guy, and in case you guys haven't heard, Jacob Irons goes to Notre Dame. Do they have animal class where they teach you all about the osprey?
I've never taken a zoology class. I think there is, yeah. I think one of my roommates is actually in it for the fall semester.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
First pitch, Antonio Hyannis taken for a ball. And Hawk so far doing a great job keeping these Gatemen off balance. He's got that wipeout slider. It's got a lot of horizontal movement to him. Missing a little glove side there. Threw it back to back. Antonio into a hitter's count here at 2-0. Dribbles back to it, tries to get it to catch that outer corner, just misses once again. And Hyannis has worked himself into 3-0 count. Hitting 191 thus far this summer. And that's another glove side miss from the right-hander, and that'll be a free pass for Antonio Hyannis.
That's a well-disciplined at-bat for Hyannis. Not extending the zone all that much for him. Gets on and trying to create some traffic with 2 outs.
First pitch in on the hands to the left-handed hitter Nate Early for strike 1. Backdoor slider attempt just misses away. Nate Early 0 for 1 the day, had a walk back in the 4th. Grounded out to the first baseman Tatalo in his first plate appearance. 1-1 delivery up in the zone. Big swing, comes up empty. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here to the first baseman. Antonio Hyannis worked the walk, still standing over at first base. Change up, just misses low and away.
Nate Early doing a good job fending off pitches and trying to give the Wareham Gatemen opportunities.
Foul tip back into the glove of Jackson West. 2 strikeouts in the debut of the Southern Miss. Harbor Hawks still lead 7-1. Before the Harbor Hawks come up once again, let's send it over to our good friend, Matt Coates.
Thanks, fellas. Today, before the game started, I had a chance to meet Chuck and Nancy Walsh. They were at the game really early, absolutely decked out in Florida State gear. So I went over and I talked to the couple, and they told me they go to Martha's Vineyard every 4th of July for their anniversary. And after that, they hop on a ferry and come to Cape Cod to watch a baseball game. But more importantly, to meet a few Florida State Seminole baseball players. Today, I talked to them and got a chance to introduce them to Jackson West and Alex Lodis, 2 FSU baseball players on our roster this season. Just such a great example of how the Cape Cod Baseball League is such a great place to connect and make new experiences. And so happy that the Hyannis Harbor Hawks were able to have such a sweet connection and such a sweet story. Hopefully the Walsh family can meet a few more FSU Seminoles over the next few years. They told me this tradition that's been going on for about 30 years. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Matt Coates, and what a story, and you got to see it right there on camera, and that's just the connection that you feel around the Cape Cod Baseball League, and what a story. That's a great find from Matt Coates.
Yeah, Cape Cod is one of those habitual spots in this country that people continue to come and do their same routine, and it's just like that. A little bit of an anniversary trip to Martha's Vineyard, and then the diehard Florida State Seminoles getting to see a little bit of that summer ball experience and getting to see the stars of tomorrow shine tonight here and get some first-class access that you might not get at some of these big major programs like Florida State. Fans are right here because you're playing in high school stadiums that are so well maintained, and you feel like you're right in the game every night because of how close you get to be with these fans.
And there's been a good amount of Florida State Seminoles that have come through the Harbor Hawks just in these past 2 years. Talk about Jackson West, Lodis, Jamie Arnold from last year, Cam Smith from last year. And not only Florida State guys, but big names who are getting it done this past spring. You have Max Williams over there on the Wareham Gatemen side, starting center fielder. For Florida State all year, you saw Max Williams in the leadoff spot a lot this past spring for the Seminoles. So once again, what a great story, and that's something you can only get here in the Cape Cod Baseball League. John Gazdar, 0-1 pitch, breaking ball down in the zone.
No, I don't think they're there anymore. I think it's just one person that's there for Florida State.
Gazdar working an even count here. Walked, back in the fourth, hit by a pitch and a double, so 1 for 1 on the day. Gets ahead in the count, 2-1. Again, John Gazdar talked how important it is to get in hitters' counts. That's another one spiked into the dirt from Jackson Lucas. Three balls, 1 strike to the Austin P. Governor. And that pitch just catching that outer corner. All knotted up, 3-2 here for leadoff man John Gazdar, and he works another walk. This is a guy they have not been able to keep off the base paths.
Yeah, John Gazdar comes into today and has found himself at first base in all of his plate appearances. Had the big double in the first to lead off the scoring for Hyannis. Then it was a hit by pitch in the third, a walk in the fourth, now a walk in the sixth. And got held hitless yesterday. Went 0 for 3 with 2 walks. But he's going to make a contribution no matter what he's doing with the bat.
And next up will be Michael DiTallo. Had that hit, the fielder's choice down the line to Bobby Bozier. And that was that close bang play over at third base with Lodi sliding in. Got an RBI out of it with bases loaded. Pickoff over to first base. John Gazdar goes back in standing. John Gazdar comes in at number 3 in stolen bases for the Harbor Hawks with 4. First pitch to Tallo's a strike, and who else would be leading in stolen bases other than Kane Kepley with 11 and Nick Groves right behind him with 6.
Yeah, you're talking about 3 aggressive base runners for Hyannis. They have great speed and great baseball IQ, because when you talk about individuals that steal base, one, you need to have the speed, but then you also have to have the know-how and the understanding of when you can take that bag and allow yourself to be safe.
1-1 to the Patriot, up and away, 2-1. And you spoke about it, Jacob Byron. It's not all about speed. It's about getting good jumps, getting great jumps, and understanding when the pitcher might be throwing a breaking ball. You know, if you go in a hitter's count versus, 0-2, could be a breaking ball in the dirt. This might be a good chance to steal here. You've seen different options. And John Gazdar attempting line drive to deep left field from the DiTallo, and that ball will fall. John already stealing, round second, easily going to third, and that is a stand-up double for Michael DiTallo.
And Michael DiTallo hits that one right on the screws. Deep into the left field corner. Does a good job of getting all of it and placing it deep into the corner, far enough away from White. Now put 2 in scoring position for Mason White and nobody away.
And you saw the swing there from DiTallo. Gets that ball out front, sends it down the left field line. Coach Eric Luxus going to make his way to the mound, have a right-hander up and going. And he will make the call to the bullpen. 2 runners on for the Harbor Hawks. We'll let you know who the new Gateman arm is right after this.
Hello there, Cape Cod. We're at Bork Heating and Cooling. We've been around for 38 years and counting and have served over 5,300 customers. We specialize in the installation and service of your HVAC systems. Our favorite part of the job is making sure our customer is 100% satisfied.
We've been using Bork Heating and Cooling for over 20 years now. They've installed our furnace, our central air conditioning, and our hot water heater. Their service department is great, and I'd highly recommend this company to anyone.
We hope to hear from you. Give us a call anytime. Go Harbor Hawks!
And on the mound now for the Wareham Gatemen will be number 23, Jacob Faulkner. It's the guy who pitched in Wareham, so it's the arm that we've seen already for the Harbor Hawks. It's a sidearm guy. He's going to throw that frisbee, reach way out there, and that frisbee from that location is going to be a tough hit for the Harbor Hawks lineup.
Yeah, Jacob Faulkner pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 hits, allowed 2 runs. 1 was earned, walked 1, struck out 1 in those 2 innings of work against Hyannis back on the 28th of June, as he comes in and has this really weird setup to how he throws in his motion home.
And he really reaches out there, and you'll be able to see it better from this angle, but he reaches, and it's going to start behind the hitter of a right-hander and go all the way around, and that slider will start all the way behind you, and that ball could end up on the other batter's box. That's how much that sweeper slider is going to move for Faulkner. And he's got a nice changeup to play behind it, and then that arm side run on his fastball sinker. It's going to make it tough for these Harbor Hawk hitters.
But he's going to go up against an experienced Mason White, who's going to try and bring in 2 more runs for Hyannis. Try and stiff arm Wareham away.
First pitch from Faulkner is a fastball missing out and away. All the toes touching grass for the Gatemen. All playing in. 7-1 here with no outs. 2 runners in scoring position. You can see the left side of the infield there, all playing in. Mason White, big swing on the 1-0 count, 1-1.
Yeah, along with the right side of the infield as well. All are going to be touching the grass here, playing in, trying to prevent Gazdar from scoring.
And the shortstop Jimenez playing pretty close to third base. Second baseman Desiro shaded towards first, leaving it up the middle pretty open. Mason White's able to send one back up the middle, a pretty big gap. Counts 1-2 to him. Jacob Faulkner got ahead in the count. 2 runs scoring position, pretty high leverage situation for the Gatemen. Mason White, big swing, fouls it straight back into the netting.
And if Mason White is able to get under one and just bloop it down to the outfield, it would surely score Gazdar.
Faulkner sets and throws. There was that frisbee, just missing away. Tried to backdoor, wasn't able to get it there. And that's going to be a tough pitch. That's a lefty to hit. That ball is going to start way on the other batter's box, and you never have really much of a chance to hit if you can spot it on that outer corner. Mason White pulls that one straight in behind him. And if Faulkner can start spotting up that slider, working from that angle to lefty or righty, he's going to give the Harbor Hawks a very difficult time. Mason White going to foul off another tough pitch, and we'll do it again here. We're in 2-2.
Mason White doing a good job in the 2-2, trying to extend his at-bat.
Faulkner hunched over, and the 2-2. And the 7th pitch of the at-bat is that slider. Back foots it to Mason White, sends him down swinging.
Yeah, nasty pitch there from Faulkner. That has White swinging and missing. Just has so much movement on it. Can't really do anything about it. And Mason White, if you're sold out for a pitch early.
There's that slider. Couldn't get it to come back around to Eric Snow. It will come off the thigh, and that'll be a free base. Now the bases will be loaded for the Florida State Seminole, Jackson West. Big moment here as the Harbor Hawks threatening. Once again, already have 3 crooked numbers up on the board with a 2, 3, and a 2. First pitch to him is that 2-seamer missing away.
Now with the out, infield is going to pull back to play regular play depth.
First baseman Nate Early going to play even. And there is a line drive up the middle towards Reinhardt. Reinhardt coming in. And John going to read the throw over the third base. Maybe came off a little too much. And doubling him off over at third base. John Gazzar was trying to read the throw. And Jimenez able to back pick him over at third base for a big double play. And they'll leave them stranded there with no runs, with bases loaded and no outs. Big inning for the Gatemen. Score remains 7-1, Harbor Hawks lead.
The lights at McKeon Park stay bright all season long thanks to NAC Cape Cod. The NAC offers 2 locations in Hyannis and Orleans, both offering delicious burgers, tacos, sandwiches, and more. Visit thenacapecod.com to order online today. The NAC Cape Cod is proud to be the Light Up the Park sponsor of the Harbor Hawks all season long. Let's take a look back at that last play to end the inning. It's that throw over, slowing it down, seeing if he's able to get in safely. A close bang-bang play over there at third, Nico.
Yeah, it's another 50-50 call. Looked like John Gazzar may have been able to get that right hand under, but umpire Jeffrey Mertzel staying over at second base. That's another close play, and so far the Harbor Hawks have been getting those close plays to them, so that close play goes to the Gatemen. And that's a big moment. 7-1, Harbor Hawks trying to extend their lead. Bases loaded, no outs. Not able to scratch a run across, so if the Wareham Gatemen are going to try to mount any comeback, that's a huge inning here, as they have their bottom half of the lineup due up here with Desereau, Gerald, and Summerhill due up for the Gatemen here in the top of the 7th. First pitch to the second baseman, Desiree. Coming up over us, hitting the top of the press box here.
That was square on the top. Hear it come off the shingles here at the field house.
Josh O coming in for his second inning of work. 20 pitches back in that first. That slider hangs up in the zone. Desiree, hard line drive, but making his way over there is Kane Kepley down the right field line for out number 1.
What a show by Kane Kepley, who's able to get over there so quickly. Range out for it was a hard hit ball off the bat. Started to run quickly.
Desiree got a perfect there and just came up short. That's the one that, you know, when you're playing MLB The Show, that's going to upset you right there. You hit it perfect, hit it on the screws, and still finds its way to a guy and get out.
That's the beauty of baseball, though. You can have one of your cleanest hits all season long, but be a fly out, then maybe a little nubber that gets hung up in the grass there, able to get you aboard. So it's the beauty of baseball. Anything can happen.
(0-2) here to the 9-hole, and the battery mate, Jacob Jarrell.
What's up, center field down? Bag is okay.
Josh Ock, the 0-2 delivery. Tries to climb the ladder there. Did he go? No, he didn't. Says Marvin Gomez over there at first base. After being down 0-2, Jacob Jarrell evens the count to 2s. And there it is. Breaks it off, another slider. There's his third strikeout of this evening.
Yeah, Josh Ock has come in and has answered the call, and Hyannis needed an arm to try and stifle the Wareham Gatemen to keep Hyannis in the 6-run lead, and that's what Josh Ock has done. 3 strikeouts, like you mentioned, Nico. Had that 1 walk to Jimenez, but other than that, it's been all putouts.
Top of lineup will come back up for the Gatemen. Number 26, Brendan Summerhill due up as he throws that backdoor slider once again, and that slider's got a lot of movement, Jacob Irons.
Yeah, a lot of movement. That is so good. Fooling batters in that first pitch of an AB.
Backdoors it again, doubles back on it. And when you have a slider that moves like that, has that late break, especially to a lefty, it's going to be hard for him to get his hands out there and get extended. Only way for a lefty to be able to go get that is if he's looking low and away. The 0-2 is a fastball, tries to climb the ladder there a bit, goes off foul. Entering the later stage of this game, still a good crowd here at McKeon Park. Stands still seem to be full. 4th of July weekend still being celebrated all across Cape Cod. High leg kick, the 0-2, ground ball to the Talo. Talo will take it to first himself for out number 3. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for Josh Ock. And we'll see you in the bottom of the 7th. 7-1 Harbor Hawks lead.
Hey Cape Cod, we're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
Your future begins at Dean College.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time. Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
We'll welcome you back here to McKeon Park. Let's get you caught up on what else is going on around the Cape Cod Baseball League. Got 2 finals in the books. YD was able to take care of business against Hyannis' next opponent, New Orleans Firebirds, 11-4 today. Another final through 7 innings. It's Brewster taking down Falmouth 7-6. Got 2 other games still in action. It's Bourne leading Harwich 5-1 in the top of the 7th. Then in the bottom of the 4th, the Anglers leading 3-1 over the Katua Kettleers.
And you want to know something crazy, Jacob Irons? But Hiva Aloy left the yard once again tonight in that matchup. Homeward in the 8th, had his 8th home run of the summer.
Wow, it's the power the Arkansas Razorback hitter has for YD is just pure speechlessness, because it is against different pitchers, all with different mechanics, and continues to show up when the team needs him.
And in the 2-game series that we had with them, hit a home run at their field, brought it here to McKeon Park, and hit 3 home runs at the field of the Harbor Hawks, and then gets it done again tonight. That is a guy who is swinging it well and can't miss barrel, as we've seen, with 8 home runs now.
8 home runs on the summer this early in the season really goes to show you the product he could be, making an early case for himself to be the league MVP.
That's 5 home runs. 5 home runs in 3 games for the Arkansas Razorback, as Anthony Silva leads off here in the bottom of the 7th. 0 for 3 on the day, striking out swinging in his last plate appearance. Faulkner in on the hands.
And now they're going to give.
And they're going to say it hit the hands of Anthony Silva. And that's another fastball in on the hands.
And Smythe giving a piece of the word to Brian DeBoer, the home plate umpire, on the hit by pitch call.
Silva finding his way on for the first time today. 2-2 fastball just gets away from Jacob Faulkner. Missing a little arm side, catching the hand of Silva. And Silva, first pitch, gets a great jump and beating it out. And now advancing to third base on the stolen base attempt and the throw from Jacob Jarrell. And all of a sudden, Anthony Silva is 90 feet away with Josh Tate at the plate.
As Silva's able to make a jump over to third and saw the throw go a little far beyond second base, and does a good job of noticing that and seeing it.
1-0 count to Josh Tate, fouled off over the first base.
We're good if he comes out, but don't go back into it if he's got it.
And now with the runner, Anthony Silva, 90 feet away, infield will be drawn in. Gatemen going to try to hold this run differential to 6. 1-1 up in the zone, fouled into the glove, Jacob Jarrell. Faulkner able to work out of the bases loaded jam last inning with no outs. Quickly gets ahead, 1-2 to Josh Tate, who had a single, 2 back-to-back infield singles. The 1-2 is a frisbee, getting that outer half and sends him down looking.
Josh Tate just gets sent back on a beautiful pitch once again. Off the hands. Does a good job. Faulkner does that low release. And when he motions up, has extreme right to left movement and just able to clip the zone.
And that pitch is going to start at the hip of the right-handed hitter Tate. Just work its way to the outer half, and that's a great pitch from Faulkner to be able to bear down. And now the top of the lineup will come back up, and Kane Kepley. Kepley was hit by the pitch back in the fifth, the one that grazed the arm guard. One from the side armor, and it gets him again. And Kane Kepley back-to-back at-bats with a hit by a pitch.
And now that puts runners on the corners with Kane Kepley at first. Have to imagine with Kepley's speed, you're going to send him in motion with that open second base bag. Try and see if he can sneak a throw down. Maybe allow Anthony Silva to come across.
Jacob Jarrett going to give signs to the infield here. Kane Kepley got a lot of speed. You have a pitcher and Jacob Faulkner, who's got a pretty slow delivery to the plate. Speeds it up right there. Quick move. Fastball in for a strike to the Seminole, Alex Lodis. Kepley leading the team in steals with 11. Quickly getting ahead in the count here is Faulkner, 0-2.
He's doing a good job trying to get the pitch he wants to bring in Silva.
And the 0-2, and there goes Kepley, and Lodi sends it over Desiro's head, and that is an RBI 0-2 single for Alex Lodis.
Alex Lodis, since coming to Hyannis, has made a name for himself in big-time spots. When Hyannis has runners on, it's Lodis delivering once again.
And look at the swing here. Stays in his approach, sends that ball away, and that's the mentality you have to have with that kind of slider. Look away, use your hands, and send it over the second baseman's head, and that is a textbook hit by Alex Lodis. Keep his hands away, inside-out swing, and that's how the hitting coach teaches it. John Gazzar's first pitch sent over to Nate Early down first base line and almost making a play. Alex Lodis at first base. 90 feet ahead of him will be Kane Kepley, Liberty University man at second base.
Lodis' first game was on the second, went 3 for 4. Then in his second game, this was at YD, went 1 for 4. Then back here yesterday, had the day off, and now today is sporting big hits with now 3 singles with the walk and a strikeout. Continues to contribute.
John Gazzar comes up here in another big moment. 2 runners on. 8-1 lead for the Harbor Hawks. John able to find a way on every single time he's come up to the plate today. A chopper up the middle. It'll be Jimenez who goes and slides in second base. And they're going to call it on the exchange over there at second base. And a tight bang play by Jimenez. Jimenez able to make the play. Ball came loose there. Jeffrey Mertzel going to view it on the exchange, and that's why it was dropped. Runners remain at the corners here with 2 outs.
Runners on the corners. Gazdar is able to get over to first and sets up the same play we just saw for Kane Kepley, with Gazdar's speed trying to get a second into scoring position if possible.
First pitch to Talo in on the hands for strike 1. Seemed to be the right call there. Looking at once again on replay. John Gazzler now staying at first base. Kane Kepley 90 feet away at third. Tatalo going down in the count 0-2. Harbor Hawks already able to scratch one across. Anthony Silva was hit by the pitch and got a stolen base, and that pressure, Jacob Bynes, that we always talk about, that stolen base allowing, and then a bad throw. Ground ball, chopper, back to the pitcher Faulkner, throws over to first base for out number 3. And it was Anthony Silva who was hit by the pitch, come around to score to extend the Harbor Hawks lead 8-1 as we enter the top of the 8th.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time. Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
Hyannis in a big homestand right now, finishes up tonight. They're on the road to Orleans tomorrow, expecting a big crowd there at Eldridge Park, the newly renovated Eldridge Park. First time we're getting to go over there, and returning home to take on Cotuit for the first time inside McKeon Park for the Battle of Barnesville. Should be exciting for that. Then they have an off day on Monday, then they go on a home, and they have another back-to-back homestand against Falmouth and Cotuit on Thursday. Those 2 games against Cotuit are going to be really big for Hyannis if they want to try and make a jump in the standings.
And that's something we talked about coming into this game, as you have 2 tough games against the YD Red Sox. Then you have this Western Division matchup here against the Wareham Gatemen. And then you have a couple tough matchups against Cotuit, as Dominic Carbone will take the mound for the Harbor Hawks, a southpaw from Coastal Carolina University. So far, 1 1/3 innings pitched. This will only be his 3rd appearance, high ERA, but it's a small showing for Dominic Carbone. Has a great chance here to put up some zeros for the Harbor Hawks with an 8-1 lead as they enter top of the 8th.
8-1 lead here, and Dominic Carbone have an opportunity to try and work down that ERA through his brief appearances early so far in this summer.
For the Gatemen, it will be Bobby Bozier, Sam White, Jace Reinhardt, due up 2, 3, and 4 for the Gatemen. Dominic Carbone comes in facing the heart of the Gatemen order.
Gonna have to battle here, especially against Bobby Bozier. 2 for 3 so far tonight, with a double and a single. USF product. Is that a great start to his summer? Second summer here with the Gatemen.
First 3 pitches from Carbone, missing pretty bad the arm side so far.
For Dominic, just got to slow in here and find her stuff. A little bit of jitters, first time out in a little bit for him.
And that's 4 straight arm side misses for Carbone. It's going to be a free pass for Bobby Bozier with the left-handed hitter Sam White due up.
And Carbone's going to face a little bit of traffic behind him now with Bozier getting aboard, especially with his speed as well. But really, if you're Dominic Carbone, you have a 7-run lead. Just got to really focus in on the batters and finding the zone and hitting strikes.
First pitch is a breaking ball. Gets by the glove of Jackson West. Able to move into scoring position is Bobby Bozier. And to your point, Jacob Irons, that's what you're taught with a lead, with a 7-run lead. They're going to tell you, hey, pitch with the lead here. Make them beat you. No free passes. Make them hit it through our defense. If they hit a double in the gap, we'll take that over a 4-pitch walk. Make them beat you. 1-0 is a fastball catching the inner part of the zone for 1-1. Carbone's going to be a sinker, slider, changeup guy. Can use his whole arsenal against any hitter. Works it really well to lefty-righties, and Carbone getting his rhythm back here. Up ahead in the count, 1-2.
And for Carbone, being able to pitch ahead now opens up your arsenal a little bit. Allows you to try and go sneak something out of the zone.
Runner on second, Bobby Bozier. Fastball just missing out and away. 91 from the southpaw, Carbone. Counts even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carbone walked Bozier on 4 pitches and then advancing on the pass ball. 2-2 just missing glove side for Carbone. Knots it up at 3-2. Carbone going to try to avoid a back-to-back free passes. Dom sets and delivers. And a breaking ball trying to get it down the zone. Stays up. And that'll be a free pass for Sam White.
Yeah, and now Tanner Cunha, the assistant pitching coach, is out to have a conversation with his hurler.
There is going to be an arm for the Harbor Hawks. Right-hander up and going. But maybe just going to talk to Carbone here and just let him know, hey, pitch with the lead here. You know, you have a great defense behind you who's been able to get it down, and in the bullpen for the Harbor Hawks will be the tall 6'6" right-handed arm Cade Brown, the red shirt freshman out of California.
Yeah, try not to tap into the bullpen if you don't have to here. Hyannis trying to settle in Carbone and really focus in on the batters.
I can't imagine that speech was anything different than, hey, just attack the hitters here. And again, make them beat us. There's no free passes here, no free 90s. Make them hit their way out of this 8-1 deficit. That'll bring up the center fielder, Jace Reinhardt. First pitch to him. Catches the outer corner for strike 1. He's over 2 on the day. Line out to Tate in center field. Struck out swinging and then worked a walk. The 0-1 taken for a ball. Counts back to even here for Jace Reinhardt. Carbone looking to record his out. Sinker ball guy. Produces a lot of ground balls. 1-1 fouled straight back, and Carbone up again in the count. 1-2 here.
Yeah, reaching back for 90-mile-an-hour pitch. Really has a good command right now of that fastball.
Seems to be just looking for that put-away pitch. Back-to-back counts where he's up ahead 1-2. A fastball, ground ball to Detallo. Detallo over to Silva. Nobody covering first base. Fielder's choice. Great play there by Detallo to get the runner at second base.
Yeah, Bozier's able to make his way over to third, but Detallo does a good job of eating a high jumper onto him. He's able to get his glove onto it and make a clean throw over to erase the runner at second in white. Just no one could get back over to first in time.
That's a well-placed sinker down the zone as the first pitch to him is a high pop fly to Michael DiTallo, and gonna let it drop and able to get the force out still at second base as Michael DiTallo and Eric Snow both converging, no one calling for it. No infield fly called right there. And there's 2 outs here in the top of the 8th.
And it worked as an infield fly there essentially. Once again, no one really calling it off there. And I think both Snow, DiTallo, Silva all in it. Thought it was going to eventually be called an infield fly. None of the 3 umpires made that call. But gets the runner at second nonetheless for 2 outs.
First pitch to Hyannis fouled straight back. But yeah, pretty interesting there. Even if there's if you're going to assume that it's going to be an infield fly, neither of them really making the effort to go make the call and go get the baseball right there, and they get lucked out there with the run on first to still get the forced out at second. 0-1 from Carbone, misses upstairs. One here to Antonio Hyannis. Worked a walk back in the 6th. Big swing there, one hand comes loose on the bat. And Carbone once again working ahead in the count 1-2.
And it's that fastball at 90 miles an hour that's working for him. Does a good job getting that high and in the zone off the bat of Turner.
Carbone working with runners on the corners. 2 outs here, 1-2. 19th pitch from him. It's a breaking ball. Tries to back foot it. Can't get Antonio Hyannis chase.
Hyannis not extending there for the pitch low and away. And Dominic Carbone just working, try and get a breaking ball there.
2-2 fastball misses badly, arm side. Full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first base, and Colby Turner will be in motion. 3-2 just misses upstairs. 90-mile-per-hour fastball. And that's going to be the 3rd free pass given up by Carbone this inning.
So far for Carbone, it's been his defense behind him helping him.
And look out, Harbor Hawks fans. Number 11, Eli Putnam, stepping in the box for the left-handed hitter, Nate Early. So both avoiding the lefty-lefty matchup, but this is a guy in Eli Putnam who's been the Harbor Hawk killer thus far.
Yeah, Eli Putnam has come in big moments for Wareham. Pretty big one here with bases loaded. But it's Dominic Carbone with that fastball that is so well out of his pitching arsenal. He's been working it around the zone and getting those called strikes. Just looking for one more out, get the Harbor Hawks back into the dugout.
Quickly up ahead once again. Carbone has not had a problem working ahead in the count. 0-2 here to Putnam. But the base is still loaded here, and has had trouble with that put-away pitch. 0-2, 2 outs, bases loaded here. Eli Putnam could change the game here with one swing. The 0-2 fastball chopper to Eric Snow. Eric Snow looking at first base, and a big-time pitch there by Carbone to bear down and leave 3 stranded for the Gatemen. And before we have the Harbor Hawks come up to the plate, we'll send it back over to silent reporter Josie Broyles.
Thanks, guys. In true summer spirit, the entire Harbor Hawk community has really been able to come together. Yesterday, the whole team marched in the 4th of July parade in Hyannis, showing their true appreciation for the team. On Sunday, it is Children's Night, where future Harbor Hawk hopefuls will have the opportunity to run the bases. But what really puts the cherry on top of all of these events is the entire team taking a photo op earlier today with an intern's dog recreating the Sandlot movie poster. Really just promoting movie night and all the fun events that the community has today. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Josie. And that was the picture we were alluding to earlier in the Sandlot recreation by the Harbor Hawks there. And you saw it there first. And that was the little good boy we saw earlier in the day today, Jacob Irons.
Yeah, Brady, named after Tom Brady. It's Brooke Ingram, one of our social media interns who goes to Michigan, is a Patriots fan. So have to name your dog after Tom Brady. So Brady getting a little bit of celebrity status here.
And yeah, once again, and that's just promotion for the Sandlot coming up. Those are only going to be some of the players that are going to be there, and I know it's been a lot of hype so far for movie night.
Yeah, join the Hyannis Harbor Hawks players and coaches for movie night at McKeon Park on July 15th at 8 p.m. Bring blankets and chairs and take a seat in the McKeon Park outfield to watch a movie under the lights. Meet your favorite Harbor Hawks as you enjoy food and a good time. That's July 15th at 8 p.m. for movie night at McKeon Park.
Can't wait to see you for movie night here, guys. And there's a video board you just saw where they will be playing the Sandlot. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah, should be a bunch of fun here at McKeon Park. One of those iconic baseball movies. Get to do it on a baseball field. Have one of those summer memories you'll always have.
And you see this park day in and day out, so how many times are you going to be able to stand on the field that these guys play on every day and get to lounge around and bring a blanket and really lounge around, hang out with the players, coaches, get to see some of us out there too. We'll all have a great time, and I know Jacob Irons will be there. He's a big Sandlot guy.
Okay, so I might need to come clean. I've never seen the Sandlot. Yeah, never seen it. I've worked in baseball. This is going to be my 6th summer. I've never watched the Sandlot.
So you've been faking us out this whole time.
Yeah.
Well, we will see you. We know where you will be July 15th, and he'll be under the lights here at McKeon Park. Wow, Jacob Irons.
Yeah, no, just never gotten around to it.
How do you not get around to watching the Sandlot? I think it's usually shown to you at a young age, if not multiple times.
Yeah, maybe my parents who are probably watching right now will probably text in being like, no, we've definitely shown it to you. I don't remember watching it, and I've never sought it out myself. So, yeah, Sandlot, not on my movie list that I've watched.
Wow, well, can't wait to see you July 15th to watch the Sandlot here at McKeon Park. We'll see Jacob Irons with a blanket and a lemonade out in the outfield. Mason White leads off the inning. 1-2 count here. Fouled off a couple tough pitches thus far. Faulkner's fastball up in the zone, misses. Evens the count 2-2. Jacob Faulkner so far 2 innings pitched this evening. 38 pitches. This will be pitch 39 here. And that's a high fly ball to left center field. White gets under it and makes the out. And Sam White records out number 2, or out number 1 here in the top of the 8th.
Now Eric Snow comes up. So far, just had himself that monster shot in the 3rd. That could not get over the fence.
A 1 count here to Eric Snow. Eric Snow still looking for his first ice cream cake from his family.
Yeah, host mom has everybody in their host house between John Gazdar and Eric Snow that if they hit a home run, they're able to get an ice cream cake from Kilwins. Last summer, John Gazdar and Eric Snow were together in the same host family. Eric Snow got 2. John already has 2 this summer. Eric would like to put his name into the bucket and get himself an ice cream cake. Fell just a foot short here earlier today.
2-1 count here. Hitters count from Eric Snow, and that got his A swing off, just comes off empty. And that's the kind of swing you want to see in a hitter's count. 2-1, just comes up empty right there. Tried to get his first ice cream cake of the year. 2-2 slider misses away. All knotted up, 3-2. Eric Snow hit by the pitch in his last plate appearance. There's a chopper over to Desero. Desero ranges over for out number 2.
And Desero doing a good job to get low to the ground there on a low hopper. Could potentially go through his legs, able to go down into like the lacrosse goalie protection and field it and fire over for the second out.
Next up will be the Florida State Seminole. 0 for 3 on the day. Does have a walk and a stolen base to his name. First pitch, that backdoor frisbee slider for 0-1. Florida State Seminole hitting .364 this summer. There's another ground ball to Desero, ranging over towards second base for out number 3. The Wareham Gatemen are three outs away. We'll see if they can do it here in the top of the 9th.
Cape Cod, we're Bork Heating and Cooling. We've serviced over 5,300 customers on and around Cape Cod for almost 40 years. We install and service your heating and cooling system, and our #1 goal is to ensure we do the best job we possibly can to make our customers happy.
You have the triple cheerleading squad for Bork sitting here. They repaired our heating system, took care of our air conditioning system, and they set something up with the remote system that they installed for us as well. Yay, yay, yay for Bork. We love them.
Give us a call when you're in need of HVAC services. Hope you enjoy the game.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Here in the top of the 9th, 3 outs away on this July 4th weekend. And here to talk about the impact that this 4th of July weekend has had here at McKeon Park, we'll send it over to the Director of Corporate Media and Development, Austin Dakuda.
Thanks, Nico, for having me. Yeah, it's been a huge weekend for the Hawks. As most of you might know, the Cape League is a nonprofit organization, as are each of the 10 teams that are involved. So big weekends like this are huge for a team like Hyannis that's growing, looking to continue to make improvements to the field, the broadcast that you're watching at home, the experience that you get at the park. And what we can do with the funding that comes out of these bigger weekends, where we've had over 6,000 people come to the park over 2 days. It's an attendance record for us in 2 games back-to-back during the regular season. To have 6,000 people over 2 days has been huge for us, and we're looking forward to continuing to make improvements to the park and the experience you get at home.
And Austin, you talked about it there, and we've seen it day in and day out. We saw it today a lot, too. All game long, we've seen the stands packed down the left field line as well, down the first base line. You can see here, people sticking around for the whole 9 innings as Dominic Carbone attempts to get the final 3 outs against the Wareham Gatemen.
And the big thing is, too, and Jacob, you were here last summer,
Yeah.
so were you, Nico, so you guys probably have seen it. There's a lot of people that have been staying to the end of the games the last couple nights. I mean, oftentimes you're in Hyannis, it's a transient community, a lot of people in and out quickly. You don't really see as many people that are kind of staying late because they're just travelers. Maybe they're going back to the mainland or to wherever they're from for the day. But what we're seeing lately is just a couple hundred fans left in the 9th inning each night.
It's a huge boost. As you see there, a big strikeout for Dominic Carbone and providing that atmosphere that McKeon Park is so happy to bring. What have you seen so far? You've been with the team now. This is going to be your 5th summer? Fourth summer. What have you seen as the biggest development over your time here with the team?
So there's been a ton of improvements in the 4 years. I mean, we started off with, as you're watching at home, a 1-camera broadcast. Now you're seeing 4 to 5 cameras.
Hard ground ball up the middle, gets by the glove of Eric Snow. And the catcher, Jacob Gerald, finds his way on for the first time today.
Well, you probably had a good view of it there, one of our newer cameras for the summer. We've been able to install 3 new cameras this year, an improved center field camera, improved capabilities from our home plate camera, which you're seeing now, to go from 1 camera to a 4 to 5 camera setup with the graphics you see, and just the capabilities we have are above and beyond a lot of the other teams in the league. So that's been huge for me, just kind of seeing that grow in the 3 to 4 years.
Then another cool part about McKeon Park is the fan experience. On top of that, as well as the fans are going to be immersed even during the inning breaks, having the pie eating contest, the fan of the game, and just really the overall fan experience.
Yeah, that's something that not a lot of teams do because the Cape Cod League is very much baseball-centric and only focused on the baseball. You know, you come in, there's no tickets, so you make a donation on the way in, sit in your seat, get a hot dog, and you watch baseball.
And a ground ball ranging towards the 6th hole will be Silva, and it just gets by the glove, and moving station to station will be Jacob Gerald. Brendan Summerhill finds his way on for now 2 men on for the Gatemen.
And what you saw tonight, too, probably caught some of it on the broadcast. The pie eating contest, like you mentioned. We do trivia and fans of the game segments, but in these segments, they're not only great for just engagement with the crowd, but we're able to recognize some of our biggest supporters. You know, fan of the game segment, we give away a team-signed media guide or a baseball to somebody who maybe is a host family, a community member, so we're able to get involved and interact with the people who make a difference for the Hawks.
And we see a lot of fan engagement. We saw for the hero of the game. Pretty cool standing ovation. What have you seen throughout that process?
Yeah, it's been a great addition league-wide, the Mass State Lottery Hero of the Game. It's a great way to recognize people in the community like Brian tonight who have been involved for 30 years with not only the Cape League but the community. It's a good way to get them involved with the team, but also Barnstable as a whole.
And Bobby Bozier, another hard line drive into the right center gap. Rounding third and heading home will be Jacob Gerald. And moving to third base will be Brendan Summerhill. And there is 2 runners in scoring position for the Wareham Gatemen. Score now 8-2.
A good hit there by Bobby Bozier, able to split Tates and Kepley. And Bobby Bozier once again finds himself in big spots to produce for Wareham. Able to sneak one across as they're trying to create a little bit of 9th inning rally.
And it's an 8-1 game coming into the top of the 9th, but still a good crowd, Austin. We talked a little bit about that. Guys and families staying out here throughout the game, even in an 8-1 lead.
Yeah, 4th of July weekends historically one of the bigger attended weekends throughout the Cape League, but last year we had rain, so I don't think we even played on the 4th last year. So it's huge to have these games. The schedule did get shortened a little bit this year from 44 games to 40, so 2 less home games per team. So having big games like this really make up for it for us. Again, a nonprofit organization that really benefit from having home games, having playoff games, which we've seen the last 2 summers as well.
1-1 here to Sam White. Sam White walked in his last plate appearance. Lefty-lefty matchup. Hard hit to dead center. Josh Tate ranging back towards center, and it's going to one-hop the wall. Brendan Summerhill going to score easily. Rounding third and going for home is Bobby Bozier, and he comes in standing. And there is back-to-back doubles for the Wareham Gatemen, and they have cut the lead in half, 8-4.
Yeah, Sam White got a hold of all of that one, sending it deep to center field, and now Mitch Carricker is out of the dugout to talk to his new pitcher.
You asked me earlier some of the bigger differences I've seen. This is another one, Mitch Carricker.
Yeah.
Incredible addition to the organization. Him and the coaching staff have been here the last 2 days by noon to come get the field ready. That's something that I haven't necessarily seen every year. So to have those coaches that are dedicated, coming to the field early, huge difference, and Mitch has been off to an incredible start in his first year as a manager.
And there's going to be a call to the bullpen for the Harbor Hawks. We'll let you know who the new arm is right after this.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers. which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself.
Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
And there's going to be the new arm for the Harbor Hawks. It'll be number 17, Cade Brown. Trying to shut the door out of California, goes to Sacramento State. 6'6" right-handed pitcher. Has a fastball, slider, and is going to have that splitter as his third pitch, and he's going to throw that a lot. This will be his fourth outing for the Harbor Hawks. 7.71 ERA in 4 2/3 innings pitched thus far this summer. 10-1 strikeout to walk ratio.
Cade Brown's going to come in, just try and shut this door here, end the rally for Hyannis. He already has one out, so it's going to need to try and find two more. But Wareham Gatemen knocking at the door. They're within a one swing right now here, Nico.
And they sure are. Got a runner in scoring position. Cade Brown going to come in with a runner on. Sam White had the double against Dom Carbone. That'll bring up Jace Reinhardt. Got into a fielder's choice. Back in his last plate appearance. Still looking for his first hit of the day. First pitch, and there's that splitter. Missing down in the zone. Reinhardt up in the count 1-0.
Got to thank Austin Dakuda, the director of corporate development as well as media, for giving a little bit of insight about the nonprofit we all intern for and work for, and how these big weekends on Cape Cod help you at home, help the players on the field, and help everyone involved in the Hyannis community.
Yeah, the attendance has been great. A lot of people have been donating, helping us get all the better equipment, the better field maintenance, and getting everything for what you see at home today. And the 2-0 is going to be a splitter that stays up in the zone, working down the line. And will it stay fair? And it will! And a 3-run home run from Jace Reinhardt. And that's going to be a 2-run home run there, and the score. And this game has changed in a hurry.
Now this game's got turned on its head quickly. It's a big smash down the left field line, heading into the trees.
And you can see it here, that splitter just staying up in the zone, and Jace Reinhardt made him pay, pulling it down the left field line. The only question was if it was going to stay fair. And you see it there, just getting to the right of the foul pole. And this game is getting interesting here quickly. 8-6 lead, starting 8-1. The Wareham Gatemen able to put up a crooked number at 5 here with only one out.
Now, we talked about it at the beginning of the broadcast, Nico. It was going to be who had those big crooked numbers in a half inning. Right now, Wareham is putting one together, already scoring 5 here in this half inning in the top of the 9th. Once again, Hyannis still leading by 2. Got to find 2 outs, bases loaded there. We talked about it 2 nights ago when Hyannis was getting no hit into the 9th by YD, of how home runs can be rally killers at time.
Cade Brown able to bear down, getting the strikeout there. Jacob Irons, you just pointed it out, is home runs can be a rally killer. Now Cade Brown refreshes, nobody on. He can go from the wind up the stretch, whatever he feels most comfortable in doing. nobody on. He starts off fresh, and you see it right there. Gets the strikeout. The shortstop, Antonio Hyannis, will come up for the Wareham Gatemen. Back-to-back walks in his past 2 plate appearances. First pitch to him is that splitter down in the zone for a ball. Cade Brown relying on that splitter so far. (1-0), 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. There's that breaking ball in for a strike. Cade Brown able to come back and even the count, 1-1. Seven people came up for the Gatemen so far this top of the 9th, and 5 have come across. And there's that splitter having that late downward tilt to it. And trying to stop the rally of the Gatemen as they are 1 strike away.
1 strike away here.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to the shortstop, Antonio Hyannis. And back to the splitter down in the zone. Evens the count, 2-2. Cade Brown, the 6'6" red shirt freshman. He'll tail off against number 14, Antonio Hyannis out of Miami, also a freshman, true freshman this past spring. 2-2, fastball up in the zone. Fouling it straight back is Hyannis. And love the competition here. Antonio Hyannis staring down Cade Brown. That's on the mound, and Wareham Gatemen have brought life, and they gave them a little bit of energy. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Antonio Hyannis. 2s are hot. Splitter gets him swinging, and Cade Brown talking his way all the way down the mound. And after a scary top of the 9th, the Harbor Hawks bear down and get the victory, 8-6.
Yeah, Hyannis really had firm control of this one all the way into the 9th. Got a little rocky there for a hot sec with Wareham putting up 5 runs in that half inning, but Hyannis continues to show out now, a 2-game winning streak, taking on Orleans tomorrow.
It's going to be a big one. They're going to go on the road tomorrow. Need to find a way to keep this winning streak and keep the hot bats and good pitching alive, because you will have Katuitt, who's going to be that Western Division matchup, but first got to get through Orleans. 5:30 start time tomorrow night. Jacob Irons, one last thing. What do you see from the Harbor Hawks to get the victory tomorrow night?
For tomorrow night, strike early and strike often. I think that's going to have to be the messaging. You see it when Hyannis is in front. They're able to be aggressive and lean into what Mitch Carricker likes to do on the base paths. Be aggressive. Send runners when you have that slow grounders in the infield. So if you can get on early and be on top often, that's going to be huge to allow yourself to play your style of baseball, which Hyannis, when they are able to do it, has been so successful.
And we'll see if the Harbor Hawks can do exactly that. Jacob Irons, we will see you tomorrow night at Orleans. 5:30 start time. You can catch it right back here on the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network. Harbor Hawks get the win tonight. 8-6. It's for Nico Sharp, Jacob Irons, your broadcasters. For the production crew, Chase Avery and Dan Baudolino. For our sideline reporters, Matt Coates and Josie Broyles. And the beautiful cameraman working the camera, all the views today, Charlie Adams. We will see you tomorrow night at Orleans.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
When you need to be seen for a minor illness or injury, Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is here for you with high-quality, full-service walk-in care. ER expertise meets urgent care convenience at our 6 urgent care centers, which are staffed by board-certified ER providers and located Cape-wide from Falmouth to Orleans. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care is open daily and offers a cost-saving option for everything from sprains to stitches, with timely treatment in under an hour for most patients. View online wait times at capecodhealth.org/urgent care. Cape Cod Healthcare Urgent Care. Minor emergencies, major attention.